So whenever there are the 10 technology, each technology is associated with 4 centers. One center is called the Leads Resource Center, another 3 centers is called the Co-Lead Resource Centers. So the Lead Resource Center, in terms of, if you take the SITI Hyderabad, is involved in the first 3 technologies. The one is the 3D printing or additive manufacturing, wherein a lot of mechanical professionals and civil engineers and many interested members can take up these programs. And the blockchain technology, NILIT Kolkata is the lead center and SITI Hyderabad is the co-lead center along with another 2 more NILIT centers. Coming to the cyber security program, SITI Hyderabad is the lead resource center for the cyber security, and others, SITI Trivandrum, NILIT Patna and NILIT Kohima are the co-lead resource centers. So combinedly they need to achieve the target of some 5,000 numbers, they need to achieve the target, and lot of programs members have been already taken, the certificates have been issued. So these are the 3 programs SITI Hyderabad is offering in association with JNTU Hyderabad. Next slide please. So the courses what I mentioned in this bridge courses, it's a pragmatic approach for the cyber security under the cyber security technology. The course is being available already in the self-paced online mode, it is available. And the next comes the blockchain, that is the introduction to blockchain technology. The third one is the 3D printing and CAD modeling, that is the course name is called Introduction to 3D printing and the CAD modeling. So these 3 bridge courses is available in the online digital skilling platform, wherein the members and take in a 90 days duration. So the further details will come. So all these courses are aligned to National Occupational Standards defined under the NSQF, National Skills Qualification Framework. And next to the, as I mentioned, the course duration is of 90 days. Access will be there once the student registers or any faculty, any member registers. The course access is given for the 90 days and 90 hours of duration it will be taken. So even the member can take even the 90 hours is there, even 10 days also to complete the course. So the advantages of and all these things I will just mention now. So the mode of learning is in online, it's a self-paced digital mode, and once the members participate they can access online virtual labs also they can access, and assessment SSC NASCOM as certification is there, and these courses are being offered in the discounted prices if registered through the JNTU Hyderabad as a JNTU school. Next slide please. So the flow, once the registration, how it starts. Once the candidate registers with the futureskillsprime.in, so that is a website. I will give the details and all, even my contact details, any further interested members details and all. So once the member registers in the Future Skill Prime portal, and they need to select the bridge course, which bridge course they would like to take, and they pay the fees. Actually here the course fee is different for each and every technology here. And once the member registers and signs with takes the course with the JNTU Hyderabad, there is a 90% discount we are offering by generating a promo code to the interested members only. Okay, so first they need to register, then the course access is given for 90 days, maximum it's 90 days, you can access the course even 10 days also. It's a course duration is of 90 days, access is given, the total duration is of 90 hours. And once the students complete the course, the certification will be issued by the CDAC in association with JNTU. One certificate will be coming. Once the student even completes this course, they can pay the assessment fee, and the NASCOM certification with the Government of India, FSB badge also will be awarded to the members, along with the complete course fee. The 50% of the course fee will be reimbursed to the participants if at all they qualified in the assessment. There is assessment fee, 600 rupees assessment fee is there. Along with the assessment fee, the 50% of the course fee also will be reimbursed to the participants if they qualify in the assessment. Next slide please. So who are the eligible under this program is even the engineering students who are into the 3rd year and 4th year engineering students is eligible. BTech, MTech and MCA graduates also are eligible, and fresh recruits who recently got a job and they got an offer letter and during the campus itself, and they can also undergo this program. And the faculty members of various institutions and engineering colleges and other degree colleges also, they can undergo this program. And working professionals, it's actually mainly meant for these working professionals who would like to upgrade their skills in the various 10 technologies, is also eligible for this thing. Working professionals both in IT and non-IT domain, and employees of state government and central government institutions also eligible for this program. So as I mentioned, they will be applicable for the incentive program only if they have internship or apprenticeship offer letter available with the candidate. They need to upload that thing, then only the incentive is made available to them. Next slide please. So these are the course details. As I mentioned, the course fee for the first one, if you see this pragmatic approach to cyber security, the actual course fee is 1200 rupees. Once the student try to register in the website, it is made available as 1200 rupees. But as introduction to blockchain technologies and CAD modeling and 3D printing, the actual course fee is 4000 rupees. But when the candidate try to register through the JNTU, we are giving a discount of 80% because the program is launched between both JNTU, Cyber Security, Center of Excellence Cyber Security and CDAC. So the course is being in the discounted mode. So the course fee, it's 400 rupees for the 3D printing and CAD modeling, including even the blockchain technology also, it's 400 rupees. But when it comes to cyber security, the course fee will applicable to 80% discount. That means the course fee will be 240 rupees. So once the members try to register, and they can, it's a self-paced digital mode. The members keep on going through based on the availability of hours, and weekly there will be a 1 hour online live session will be conducted through the registered institute through the spoke. Either CDAC or JNTU will conduct a 1 hour session on doubt clearing session. Anything is there, and then the course completes. The certificate will be issued together with the JNTU and the CDAC. Then if the members interested in the NASCOM certificate, by applying the NASCOM portal for that thing. So 50% of the maximum course fee, whichever is lesser than after the assessment and verification of the documents. So 50% of the course fee, maximum of 3000. Here it not comes to, because 4000 is the course fee, means maximum 2000 will be made applicable to the as an incentive. Next slide please. So these are the details, course details are available here. The first one is the pragmatic approach to cyber security. Next slide please. So the detailed syllabus is made available in the website also, it is available. If any interested participant who would like to know anything, you can go through the syllabus, and even you require any support in registration also, we would like to help you for the interested members. The details syllabus, if you see in the Linux environment, TCP/IP, cyber security and cyber security perspective, the various details, cryptography, network security, threat modeling, overview of malware analysis. So a lot of topics is made available in the online. The recorded video sessions is made available in the online. Once the member goes through, there will be a quiz session will be there, and once a participant qualify that quiz itself, immediately the next session will be moved, until and unless he is asked to go through the video, and even the course content material is made available in the online platform. Next slide please. So the detailed syllabus of the blockchain technologies. Next. The detailed syllabus is available. As I mentioned, every course in the bridge course in any 10 technology you take, it's of 90 hours course duration. Of maximum access, if you the member registers today, the maximum 90 days access will be given to complete the course. Next slide please. The syllabus and all I will not be talking much because considering the time constraint. Anything you would like to know more about the even website also made available, I will give our contact details. You please contact us, we will help you in that thing. Next slide please. So coming to this 3D printing, the course explains how additive manufacturing technology overcomes the drawbacks of traditional manufacturing technologies. So this course, especially many mechanical engineering graduates and professionals in the mechanical engineering, civil engineering, IP, civil and ceramics candidates are more interested in taking up this course for their better. Next slide please. So the syllabus of this 3D printing, it includes introduction to additive manufacturing, that is 3D printing, various 3D printing technologies, then FDM technologies will be covered in detail, then the CAD modeling, then the prototyping using the 3D printer. The course will be covered in detail, it is available. As I mentioned, the course, next slide please, I will explain the next slide. Next slide. These are the application domains. So these are how the registration steps actually. So once the candidate or the member who would like to interested to register, they need to first go to the Future Skill Prime portal, that futureskillprime.in. Once they register, they need to sign up. And once they sign up, there is a direct link I have given here, which link they will directly, this link will directly take you to the registration page of. Once you sign up, just you have done a sign up in the Future Skills Prime portal. But if you are interested in any of this course, just directly, the direct link also made available in the step 4 here. And once this step 4, if you click on, the course fee will be shown, because for the cyber security it is 1200 rupees. And 4,000 rupees for the blockchain and the 3D printing. There is a Google form. The CDAC brings the companies to the campus placement. Most of the batches we have been achieved 100% placement in various PG programs. Normally, on an average, 90% above placements is happening in the various PG programs. So here, previous slide, previous, the course fee. So these are the course highlights, because the course I mentioned that there are various courses are there in the PG diploma in embedded system design, PG diploma in advanced secure software development, PG diploma in VLSI design, PG diploma in big data analytics. Then we have PG diploma in IT infrastructure systems and security. Then we have a PG diploma in various artificial intelligence is there, cloud is there, IoT is there. There are various technology PG diploma programs we are offering. And the course duration, I mentioned it's a 6 months duration. So all the course highlights, if I mention here, well-established courses with various excellent placement records. The course duration is of 24 weeks, 900 hours of course duration. So continuous lab and internal assessments will be during the course. Then special training will be conducted in aptitude, then general English, effective communication, and interview skills, which helps students to benefit during the placements. It is actually, I mentioned this eligibility is only for the graduates only, it's not for other domain. And because CDAC Hyderabad is the National Resource Center for the PG Diploma in Embedded System Design and PG Diploma in Advanced Software Development courses. So CDAC Hyderabad is the National Resource Center for these PG Diploma programs. So actually the the training by the CDAC's R&D experts will be conducting these courses. Next slide please. So the eligibility criteria, these are the graduate in engineering, all the details is available. Next slide please. And important dates, if I look at the course registration for the upcoming batch, the September 23 batch, the course registration, online registration for the entrance test is going to start from the 6th of June and the 5th July is the last date. And 15th and 16th July we are going to conduct the common entrance test. Once the student qualifying the common entrance test, based on the counseling, we will be allotting the different courses in the CDAC. That's the September 8th is the last date. So that's all from my side. Thank you for patient listening and giving Sridevi Madam for giving this opportunity. Any questions, anything, please feel free to contact us. Thank you.
వస్తుందా లైట్ వేసి లోపల లైట్ వేసి లోపల అన్నీ తీసుకోవాలి
I request all of you come forward, please. Don't keep space, friend. Just leave first 2 rows and please sit. All of you, please. Please come forward.
మనిషిని మత్తుతో చిత్తును చేసి జీవితాన్ని సమాజాన్ని నిలువున నాశనం చేస్తున్న భయంకర మహమ్మారి డ్రగ్స్. ఒకప్పుడు ఎవరికో మాత్రమే అందుబాటులో ఉండే డ్రగ్స్ ఇప్పుడు స్కూల్స్, కాలేజీలు, యూనివర్సిటీలు, పబ్బులు ఇలా ఒకటేమిటి అన్ని చోట్ల విస్తరించి మానవ మనుగడకి ముప్పును తెస్తున్నాయి. కేంద్ర సాంఘిక న్యాయ విభాగం ప్రకారం భారతదేశంలో అన్ని రకాల మాదక ద్రవ్యాలు కలిపి 7% కంటే ఎక్కువ మంది వినియోగిస్తున్నట్టుగా తెలుస్తోంది. దేశానికి సారథులు కావలసిన యువత డ్రగ్స్ మత్తులో నిర్వీర్యమైపోతే దేశపు పునాదులు కూలినట్టే. మత్తుకు అలవాటు పడ్డ యువత దొంగతనాలతో పాటు అనేక నేరాలకు పాల్పడుతూ జీవితాల్ని చీకటిమయం చేసుకుంటున్నారు. అలాంటి వారి జీవితాల్లో వెలుగులు నింపి విజేతలుగా నిలపాలన్న సమున్నత లక్ష్యంతో ధర్మసేవా సంస్థ ద్వారా రూపకల్పన చేయబడినది ధీరా. డ్రగ్స్ తో పాటు మత్తును కలిగించే ఇతర మాదక ద్రవ్యాలకు బానిసలైన వారిలో మంచి అలవాట్లు పెంపొందించడం, సరైన మార్గంలో లేని యువత దారి తప్పకుండా కాపు కాసే బాధ్యతను భుజానికెత్తుకుంది ధీరా. అందుకుగాను సమున్నత కార్యక్రమాలు రూపకల్పన చేసింది ధీరా. కులమతాలకు అతీతమైన సనాతన ధర్మంలోని సిద్ధాంతాలను ఆచరించడం ద్వారా మనిషిని అత్యున్నతమైన జీవితం వైపు తీసుకెళ్లడం ధీర లక్ష్యం. మార్షల్ ఆర్ట్స్ ద్వారా శక్తి, ధైర్యం, తనను తాను రక్షించుకునే పాజిటివ్ ఆలోచన విధానం పెరుగుతుంది. ప్రతిరోజు పంచింగ్ చేయడం ద్వారా శరీరాన్ని మరియు మనసును రాతిలా దృఢంగా మార్చుకోవచ్చు. మార్షల్ ఆర్ట్స్ ద్వారా యువతను మానసికంగా, శారీరకంగా అత్యంత దృఢంగా తీర్చిదిద్దడం ద్వారా వారి ఆలోచనలను సరైన మార్గంలో మళ్లించవచ్చు. స్ట్రెంగ్త్ ట్రైనింగ్ వల్ల పవర్, కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ బాగా మెరుగవుతాయి. విపాసన మెడిటేషన్ ద్వారా కేవలం 10 రోజుల్లో మైండ్ ని గెలుచుకుని బాడీని తన ఆధీనంలో పెట్టుకునే శక్తి పెరుగుతుంది. పంచభూతాలను అర్థం చేసుకుని వాటితో మమేకమై ఆరోగ్యంగా జీవించే నైపుణ్యాన్ని నేర్పించేదే నేచురల్ లైఫ్ స్టైల్. క్రీడల ద్వారా గెలుపోటములు, నాయకత్వ లక్షణాలు, టీమ్ స్పిరిట్, ఆరోగ్యవంతమైన ఆనందం పొందడం సాధ్యమవుతుంది. నేచర్ వాక్, అడ్వెంచర్ యాక్టివిటీస్ మనసుని రిఫ్రెష్ చేసి ప్రకృతిలో మమేకమయ్యేందుకు దోహదపడతాయి. శ్వాసపై ధ్యాసను పెంచుకోవడం ద్వారా మానసిక, శారీరక ఆరోగ్యాన్ని పెంపొందించుకోవచ్చు. నిస్వార్థ సేవాతత్వం ద్వారా పాజిటివిటీని పెంపొందించుకోవడం లాంటి అనేక కార్యక్రమాలను యువతకు నేర్పిస్తోంది ధీరా. అమెరికాలోని యూనివర్సిటీ ఆఫ్ మిషిగన్ లో ఇంజనీరింగ్ మాస్టర్ డిగ్రీ చేసిన నిశాంత్ రెడ్డి ఇండియాలోని ప్రముఖ కంపెనీ న్యూక్లియానిక్స్ కి డైరెక్టర్ గా జాతీయ భద్రతకు సంబంధించిన సాంకేతిక టెక్నాలజీ అభివృద్ధి చేసే బాధ్యతను నిర్వహిస్తున్నారు. యోగా, విపాసన, మార్షల్ ఆర్ట్స్ వంటి వాటిని ఆచరించడంతో పాటు ఆ మార్గంలో మరెందరినో తీసుకెళ్లాలి అన్న సమున్నత లక్ష్యంతో ప్రారంభించిన సేవా కార్యక్రమం ధీరా.
యువత అనగానే నా ఆలోచనలో మెదిలేది వారి యొక్క సంతోషం, శక్తి, ఉత్సాహం మాత్రమే. నేను వారిని అలాగే చూడాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాను. అత్యుత్తమ పద్ధతులు, మేధా విలువలు వారికి కనెక్ట్ అవ్వాలని నేను కోరుకుంటున్నాను. తద్వారా వారు మన సంఘంలోని అనేక రుగ్మతాల నుంచి తమను తాము కాపాడుకోగలుగుతారు. అలాంటి ఆలోచనలకు సాధన రూపమే ఈ ధీరా.
రాష్ట్ర స్థాయి నుంచి గ్రామాల స్థాయి వరకు కమిటీలను ఏర్పాటు చేయడం ద్వారా డ్రగ్స్ పై అవగాహన కల్పించేందుకు మనందరినీ కలుపుతుంది ధీరా. ధీరా చేస్తున్న ఈ కృషిలో ధర్మసేవా సంస్థతో పాటు అనేక ఎన్జిఓలు, ప్రభుత్వ అధికారులు, పోలీసులు, ప్రెస్, సేవాభావం కలిగిన యువత దీనికి అనుబంధంగా పనిచేస్తున్నాయి. ఇది ఒక సాధారణ కార్యక్రమం కాదు, ఒక యజ్ఞం. డ్రగ్స్ మహమ్మారిని తరిమి కొట్టేందుకు ధీరత్వంతో చేస్తున్న మహోన్నత యుద్ధం. ధర్మసేవా స్వచ్ఛంద సంస్థ, హైదరాబాద్.
ధర్మసేవా సంస్థ ద్వారా నిర్వహించబడుతున్న ఈ ధీరా అనే కార్యక్రమం యువతను బలోపేతం చేయడానికి మా రాష్ట్ర న్యాయ సేవా అధికార సంస్థ ద్వారా వాళ్ళు చేపడుతున్న ఈ కార్యక్రమం మన తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రంలో విజయవంతమవుతుందని ఆశిస్తున్నాం.
Very good morning. Dear participants, program will be starting within few minutes. Chief Guest is already arrived. Please maintain silence in the room while the proceeding is going on. Thank you. Faculty, please take care of your students and please maintain silence. Thank you.
మనిషిని మత్తుతో చిత్తం చేసి జీవితాన్ని సమాజాన్ని నిలువునా నాశనం చేస్తున్న భయంకర మహమ్మారి డ్రగ్స్. ఒకప్పుడు ఎవరికో మాత్రమే అందుబాటులో ఉండే డ్రగ్స్ ఇప్పుడు స్కూల్స్, కాలేజీలు, యూనివర్సిటీలు, పబ్బులు ఇలా ఒకటేమిటి అన్ని చోట్ల విస్తరించి మానవ మనుగడకి
Very good morning. This is Dr. R. Sridevi, Professor in Computer Science and Engineering and Coordinator Center of Excellence in Cyber Security, JNTH University, Hyderabad. On behalf of JNTH University, Hyderabad, hearty welcome to you all for this awareness program on narcotic drugs and adverse effects organized by JNTH University, Hyderabad and Telangana State Council of Higher Education. I consider it a great honor to welcome dignitaries on the dais. It's my privilege to invite Honorable Vice Chancellor of JNTH University, Professor Katta Narasimha Reddy Garu on stage. Sir, please. Professor Katta Narasimha Reddy sir earned his doctorate from Usmania University. Sir received training in script writing and film direction from Film and Television Institute of India, Pune, and advanced training in microprocessors and digital electronics from IISc Bangalore. Sir is a life member of many professional bodies and fellow of World Innovation Foundation, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana Academies of Science. Presently, sir is the elected president of Telangana Academy of Sciences, Hyderabad. Sir was the vice president and honorary secretary of Andhra Pradesh Academy of Sciences. Sir has authored over 105 scientific papers and 3 review articles in international journals and books on technology and higher education. Sir has been an active teacher and researcher in the fields of condensed matter and materials science. Sir has held postdoctoral and visiting research professor and scientist positions at International Center for Theoretical Physics, Italy. 12 students got their doctoral degree under his noble supervision. Sir received numerous citations for his publications, widely travelled all over the world, presented papers, given invited and plenary lectures, chaired sessions in a number of national and international conferences in India, USA, Singapore, Malaysia, Australia, New Zealand, etc. Sir was the Associate Editor of Journal of Pure and Applied Physics and Review Editor of Journal of Materials, Chemistry and Physics. Sir is closely associated with Solid State Ionics Laboratory, Southern University, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, USA, and Department of Electrical Engineering and Physics, Weitz University, Penn State, USA. Sir has organized more than 5 international conferences and 10 national conferences. Sir has been associated as a chairman for several teams of peer committees constituted by NAC. Sir participated in several national level meetings on benchmarking of higher education institutions, and also participated actively in the activities of Association of Indian Universities. Prior to the present assignment, Sir served as a Vice Chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi University, Nalgonda, and Palamuru University, Mehboob Nagar, in the state of Telangana. With this brief introduction, we welcome you, sir. Thank you. It's a great honor to welcome today's chief guest, Honorable Justice of High Court, Telangana, Sri Justice Vijayasen Reddy Garu, on stage. Sir received LLB from Padala Ramareddy Law College, Usmania University, Hyderabad in 1994. As an advocate, Sir practiced in all branches of law and appeared in High Court in large number of constitutional, civil, revenue and criminal matters. Sir practiced as a private lawyer for more than 25 years and commanded good practice in revenue laws, land ceiling, tenancy, land acquisition laws, other local laws, and also on civil and criminal original side and appellate side, and appeared regularly in Hyderabad city and Rangareddy district civil, revenue and criminal courts. Sir also appeared for several religious, charitable and social organizations. Sir has number of reported cases to his credit. Sir was elevated as a permanent judge of High Court for the state of Telangana, assumed charge on 2nd May 2020. Sir delivered lectures on record of rights and comparative study of old and new land acquisition acts at Young Lawyers Association AP High Court, litigation practice, land reforms, civil procedure code at Nalsar University, working of constitution at Rangareddy District Bar Association. With this brief introduction, on behalf of JNTU, we welcome you, sir. Thank you. Now I am privileged to invite Sri S. Govardhan Reddy Garu, Member Secretary, Telangana State Legal Services Authority. Please come onto the stage and occupy the chair, sir. Sri Govardhan Reddy Garu is a Member Secretary, Telangana State Legal Services Authority. Sir obtained degree from Usmania University. Subsequently, Sir obtained LLB and Masters in Law from Usmania University. Sir practiced as an advocate in Secunderabad and Hyderabad courts from 1994 to 2003. In December 2003, Sir was appointed as District and Sessions Judge in Nagar District from 3 to 7, in Warangal District from 2007 to 2010, in Medak District from 10 to 13, and Bodhan from 2013 to 2016. Sir is the first chairman of Telangana State Bar Tribunal from 2016 to 2019. Sir also worked as a principal ACB judge for a short time. With this brief introduction, on behalf of JNTU, we welcome you, sir. Thank you. Now I am privileged to invite Professor Limbadri Garu, Chairman State Council of Higher Education, Telangana, onto the stage, sir. Professor Limbadri, sir, is a Senior Professor of Public Administration, Usmania University, Chairman, Telangana State Council of Higher Education. Sir is having 31 years of teaching experience. Sir served at various levels in administration like Vice Chairman, Telangana State Council of Higher Education, OSD to Vice Chancellor, Usmania University, Registrar Telangana University, Nizamabad for 2 times, Dean Faculty of Social Sciences, Telangana University, Chairman Board of Studies, Department of Public Administration for both Telangana University and Usmania University, Joint Director, Academic Audit Cell, Usmania University, Vice Principal, PG College, Usmania University. Sir introduced many UG courses in emerging areas with employability skills and received Annual Case Study Award 2012. Sir guided 5 MPhil and 12 PhD scholars and published good number of national and international research papers. On behalf of JNTU, we welcome you, sir. Thank you. I am happy to welcome Shri J. Nishant Reddy Garu from Dharma Seva organization onto the stage, please. Mr. J. Nishant Reddy is a founder and managing trustee of Dharma Seva, a not-for-profit charitable organization registered in 2006. Dharma Seva spearheads the youth empowerment and anti-drugs movement in the state of Telangana. He is a Vipassana meditator, practices natural lifestyle, yoga, strength training. He is a brown belt in multi-martial arts, counsels health seekers with the physical and mental health issues, and has good experiential understanding of techniques of empowerment. Mr. J. Nishant Reddy holds MS degree in nuclear engineering from University of Michigan, USA. He is presently Director IT and Defense at Nucleonic Systems Private Limited, Hyderabad. With this, we welcome you, sir. Now I am privileged to invite Professor Govardhan Garu, Rector of JNTH. Please come on to the stage, sir. Dr. A. Govardhan, sir, is presently a Senior Professor of Computer Science and Engineering, Rector, Executive Council Member, Finance Committee Member, Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Hyderabad. Sir served in several academic and administrative positions, including Registrar in Charge, Nodal Officer, Principal, JNTH College of Engineering, Hyderabad, Director, School of Information Technology, JNTH, Director of Evaluation, JNTH, Principal, JNTH College of Engineering, Jagatyal, Head Department of CSE, JNTH College of Engineering, Hyderabad, Students Advisor, Chairman, and members of Boards of Studies of various state and central universities, and on boards of various committees at national and state level. He is a recipient of 40 international and national awards, including Andhra Pradesh State Government Best Teacher Award. Sir guided 96 PhD scholars. He served as a convener for TS MSET for number of times. Thank you, sir. We welcome you. With a great pleasure, I would like to welcome Professor Manjur Hussain Garu, Registrar JNTH. Please come on to the stage, sir. Dr. Manjur Hussain, sir, is a Senior Professor in Mechanical Engineering and Registrar JNTH. Sir has received PhD in Mechanical Engineering from JNTU University, Hyderabad. Sir served as a Founder Principal of JNTH in Kanpur and also served as Director Admissions JNTH. He is a recipient of many awards, including Andhra Pradesh State Government Best Teacher Award. Sir guided 7 PhDs and he was a convener for ESET. Sir visited several countries on academic assignments. With this brief introduction, I welcome you, sir. Thank you. Now I request Registrar JNTH to preside over the function. Thank you so much.
Good morning to all of you. Today's chief guest, Sri D. Vijayasan Reddy Garu, Honorable Justice of High Court, Telangana, for the chief guest of this awareness program on narcotic drugs and adverse effects. Really, we are honored due to his presence on this occasion. Today's distinguished speakers and guests, Honorable Vice Chancellor of JNT University, Professor Katta Narasimha Reddy Garu, a visionary, a educationist, one of the senior professors in education in state of Telangana. I also welcome distinguished speaker and guest, Professor R. Limbadri Garu, Chairman TSCHE, for his motivation to organize various programs for the benefit of students. Sri S. Govardhan Reddy, Member Secretary, TSLSA, who is a key person for guiding us for this program. Sri Nishant Reddy, CEO, Dharma Seva, who is actively participated and made all the required facilities for this program. So he will be giving a presentation on this topic. Our beloved Rector of the University, Dr. A. Govardhan, who is supporting in all the programs conducted for various activities, a educationist, and all the senior professors from JNTU, invitees from various organizations, participants from all the affiliated colleges and students. As you know, the JNTU is conducting various programs for the benefit of student and staff, not only in academics, also in various areas. Our Vice Chancellor has started from the day one he has taken the charge, various activities calling the eminent personalities in different fields and giving the motivational lectures for the faculty and students. In the series, this program we are organizing for this day, that is on narcotic drugs and adverse effects, which is one of the important activity must be totally eradicated from the society. I take this opportunity to invite Professor Sri J. Nishant Reddy, CEO Dharma Seva, to give his address on this topic, and then we will be following the rest of the other activities. So now I invite our Sri. Before the lecture from Nishant Reddy, I invite all the dignitaries on the dais to light the lamp.
महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि वसिष्ठवामदेवादिवन्दितमहागणपतिम् महादेवसुतं गुरुगुहानुतं महादेवसुतं गुरुगुहानुतं मारकोटिप्रकाशं शान्तं महाकाव्यनाटकादिप्रियं मूषिकवाहनमोदकप्रियं महागणपतिम् Thank you.
Gratitude is the foundation of empowerment. My deepest regards to Honorable Justice of High Court of Telangana, Sri B. Vijaysen Reddy Garu, and all the honorable speakers who are here to share their invaluable knowledge and insights. My deepest regards to the gurus of our nation, the teachers and parents of our youth, because of whom our nation is what it is today. My deepest regards to all the lion-hearted individuals who are here to support the cause. It feels like a celebration today that all of us have come together for a noble cause of holistic youth empowerment on this wonderful platform provided by JNTU Hyderabad. It's a huge opportunity and growth of our nation. I think the lights need to be turned off. So we are looking at a huge opportunity and growth of our nation, a transformation like never before. We are the world's fastest growing economy, fourth in the world in terms of GDP, largest human resource and youngest on the planet till 2070. And the G20 presidency this year is going to further catapult our transformation. So every bit of this success, every bit belongs to the hard work and selfless sacrifices and guidance provided by the gurus of our nation, the parents and teachers. So let us give a big round of applause to all the teachers who are present here. While we must rejoice over the success that we are seeing for our nation today, but there are serious challenges that we must be aware of and act upon very firmly. As per the statistics, we are ranked very poorly on cybercrime, crimes against women, drug abuse, happiness index, mental health issues, corruption, pandemic deaths, excessive social media usage and gadget usage. And the reasons for these range from a poor lifestyle to deterioration of values and culture, greed, cravings or addictions for pleasures and short-term gains, lack of balance, impatience, loneliness and so on. Let us hear what our Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah ji has to say about the issue of drug abuse. Please play the video.
मोदी सरकार की ड्रग के कारोबार पर और उसके मुनाफे से आतंकवाद के वित्त पोषण पर जीरो टॉलरेंस की नीति है.
Yes, so we must show zero tolerance to the perpetrators of crimes, all types of crimes, drug crimes, crimes against women, children, and environmental destruction. We must empower our youth to safeguard themselves and be courageous beings. I believe that the time has come for all the stakeholders to come together, the educational institutions, the civil society organizations, judiciary, police, excise, media, parents, industrialists, and above all, the youth themselves to work together and solve these issues. And today is a very good platform for that. I thank VC Garu for that opportunity. I must say to all the gurus out here that you have wonderfully handholded our youth all these years. And I believe under your guidance, we will succeed in the holistic empowerment also. Next slide, please. Project Dheera is the name that we have given to holistic empowerment of youth, which is based on non-sectarian, universal, time-tested techniques. When I say non-sectarian, universal, it means that a person from any religion, any caste, and any nationality can adopt them without any realignment. And Dhira is a journey. It's not a one-day seminar. This is not a seminar or workshop. It's a journey that all of us have to embark upon and handhold our youth with full compassion and selflessness and bring out the best in them. Next slide, please. A little about Project Dhira, which is conceived by Dharma Seva, but is very well supported by Legal Services Authority, Telangana State Council of Higher Education, Vipassana practitioners, spiritual and charitable organizations like Natural Lifestyle, Council for Green Revolution, K. Purushottam Reddy Foundation, industrial associations and activists. It all started when I lost a few of my close people to addictions of intoxicants and drugs. The pain that their family goes through is unexplainable, especially the mothers. They undergo unbearable pain. So with complete faith in judiciary, we filed a complaint in Lokayukta in 2015, then headed by late Honorable Justice Sri V. Subhashan Reddy Garu. We brought it to the notice of the government how serious the issue of drug abuse was. And after pursuing for 6 years, a judgment was issued, a directive was issued to the government of Telangana on June 1st, 2021, as per our recommendations to take stringent measures, including strengthening of police forces, creation of committees, and taking an integrated approach involving all the stakeholders. And prompt action was initiated by our Honorable CM Garu, KCR Garu. In September 2021, he ordered a crackdown, a major crackdown. And since then, we are seeing very good results in terms of law enforcement and awareness programs. Thanks to him. After that, we have spent good amount of time in coming out with a document on holistic youth empowerment, which our Honorable Justice Garu is going to launch. And we have also conducted some programs in ACE College and a couple of other programs in Chellapalli industrial area. So that's the background I wanted to convey. Next slide, please. So holistic empowerment. Let us understand a little bit more about it, because we should all be on the same page when we say that. Broadly speaking, there are 3 ways in which we feel good. One is something external happens. Okay, we wake up and we see good weather, we feel good about it. Somebody gives a compliment, we feel good about it. We earn some money, we feel good about it. So these are all external factors which make us feel good. This is very natural to everybody. And most of us are in this category. There's a second way that we feel good. That is inherently feeling good. For no reason, for no external reason, we are feeling good. So that is experienced by people who are in good physical, mental and spiritual health, who are putting sincere efforts to maintain the same, and by leading the right lifestyle and performing positive actions. So for example, if we have a very good night's sleep, we wake up in the morning energetic. So there's nothing external happening, right? We are feeling good. So these are all simple things that we have to imbibe and aim for. Then there's a third category of people who, irrespective of external factors, ups and downs in life, they are still maintaining their balance. And this is the ultimate empowerment. So they have an attitude of accepting what is coming their way, good or bad. And also they practice certain techniques like Vipassana meditation, which give them that kind of a state of mind. Next slide, please. So let us talk about Vipassana meditation. We humans are the only beings that can transform our minds to become better beings. And the ultimate technique for holistic transformation is Vipassana, which is a gift given to us by Gautama the Buddha 2500 years ago, and millions have got benefited. And it is essentially, absolutely essential for one and all. And it is very much relevant to the modern times. And this is said by none other than by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Modi ji in his letter. You can see that. The letter is not displayed, but okay. Let us hear what our Additional Director General of Police, CID, Mr. Mahesh Bhagwat, had said in his lecture about Vipassana during his visit to ACE.
Our Dharma Seva organization, they were talking about the Dhira app, as well as he mentioned about Vipassana. Vipassana is the gift of India to the world. It started during the Buddha's period, and then S.N. Goenkaji brought from Myanmar to India. In Igatpuri we have the biggest Vipassana center. Now in America, Alabama State of Prison and many schools, Vipassana is practiced to reform high-class prisoners, that they should come out from what the wrong they have done. So that is the power in the Vipassana. And if that kind of Vipassana meditation and other things, this Dharma Seva organization is going to organize for you guys through the app and other means, I'm really happy. That will really help you. Looking forward for this. I must appreciate for this Dhira app and all other initiatives under our legal services authorities.
Yeah. Now let us look at a winner who has overcome her challenges of life and addictions through Vipassana, Ms. Pratiksha.
Namaste. My name is Pratiksha Moon, and I am from a very small and remote village in Maharashtra. During my engineering, I became drug addict and I dropped out my engineering. Same time, my family also abandoned me, and everything was completely spoiled, like everything was destroyed. But by the grace of God, I have found Vipassana meditation, and with the help of Vipassana meditation, I quit all the addictions. Now I am trying to help those who are struggling to come out of their addictions. And everything is completely fine in my life. Now I am working in Mumbai for Bollywood films, and I have a happy family. My next goal is my fitness, which I will achieve through NLS, which is Natural Lifestyle Program.
Yeah, so the first movers, when we introduce this in a college, are the ones who have a seed of spirituality in them. Not everybody will accept when we go and approach them to do Vipassana. So those people who have the seed of spirituality or who are in tremendous mental agony, they are the first movers, and they, once they undergo this and feel the benefit, they'll be put in the college committees, who in turn they can motivate their friends into this path. Next slide, please. Natural lifestyle. Natural lifestyle is a gift of Mother Nature to be beings, including humans, to achieve the ultimate in health. Every being, no living being takes medicines, only humans do that. And it is essential for one and all. So to understand natural lifestyle, the second line that you see, it is just that. There's nothing more to natural lifestyle than that, which is having a light, last, early meal, going early to bed, having a good night of sound sleep, early to rise, intermittent fasting of 14 to 16 hours, elimination of stool effectively, sunbath, pranayam, wet pack, and having fresh fruits and vegetable salads and nuts and seeds. This just one line is natural lifestyle, and we have reversed diseases of thousands of people using just this one line. Trust me on that. Now let us hear the testimonials from Dr. Seema ji.
Dr. Seema, allopathic doctor. I used to work in government hospital from 26 years. I suffered from severe osteoarthritis, migraine, slip disc, excessive hair fall, and many more issues. Allopathic medicines didn't help me. I followed natural lifestyle and cured all my health issues within 5 months. Me and my husband, Dr. Suresh, got so inspired with natural lifestyle. that I resigned from allopathy and serving natural lifestyle full time. We help thousands of health seekers cure their diseases naturally and go medicine free. Thanks.
Now let us hear the founders of Natural Lifestyle. They have a message for the youth of Telangana.
नमस्कार। स्वस्थ पैदा होना हमारा जन्म सिद्ध अधिकार है और स्वस्थ रहना हमारा सबसे पहला कर्तव्य है। प्रकृति के नियमों के अनुसार प्रकृति के 5 तत्वों आकाश, वायु, अग्नि, जल और पृथ्वी का संतुलन बनाकर बिना दवाइयों के स्वस्थ रहना ही नेचुरल लाइफस्टाइल है।
जय माता दी। स्वस्थ रहना मानव का परम धर्म है। स्वस्थ रहने का मैकेनिज्म एवं शक्ति कहीं बाहर नहीं बल्कि शरीर के अंदर ही है। हम तेलंगाना के युवाओं को नेचुरल लाइफस्टाइल के प्रति शिक्षित करने के लिए अपना पूरा समर्थन व सहयोग देते हैं।
हम आपको अच्छी स्वास्थ्य की बधाई एवं शुभकामनाएं देते हैं।
Thank you. Being in charge of NLS Natural Lifestyle in Telangana, my vision is to bring this awareness to every youth member in Telangana and make them lead medicine-free life. Next slide. Play the video.
Intensity of martial arts brings out the feelings of power, courage, protectiveness, and a positive high. How can a person practicing strength training feel low or depressed? Is it even possible?
That was me when I was 40 years old, so I'm sure all the youth can easily take up martial arts. The first movers for this will be the ones with the seed of a warrior and who have protective nature, and it helps those who are having impatient nature to channelize their excessive energies. Next slide, please. Play the video.
Regular practice of punching or body conditioning breaks the pain barrier and makes the body like a rock.
This again is for people who have strength to bear pain and who have a seed of a warrior, and also for those people in painful situations. By doing this, instantly they can get rid of their painful situations, and even addictions. It helps very in a good way to come out. Next. The real empowerment is when we can meet the aspirations of students in the remotest of the villages to feel strong, confident, and look muscular. Now I'll request Mr. Suresh to demonstrate how we can work out with a naturally available material, because in remote villages we don't have gyms. So they should be able to work out with naturally available material, and we from the city can do live streaming sessions. Yeah, you can start. Looking at this weight, with your permission, I would also like to try. So the moment we have done this exercise, the biochemicals inside me have released, and I am feeling better than what I was feeling a few moments ago. So this is how we can empower and overpower our negative feelings. If I am having stress at this point of time, in an instant that will disappear. Trust me on that. Next slide, please. Thank you. protection skills. One cannot feel empowered without security in the neighborhood. Youth shall be taught the ways of protecting themselves and their loved ones. At a basic level, they should be incidents on portals of police, excise, narcotics wings, anti-corruption bureau, pollution control board, etc. Right to information, they should know about that. Public interest litigations, they should be able to file. And technology of peaceful protest, as said by Professor K. Purushottam Reddy Garu, is something that one has to be able to learn, and that is lead to activism in true sense. It leads to sensitization of youth on social issues, and it will lead to selflessness, and ultimately they will realize the true purpose of life. And there is a strong expectations from law enforcement and judiciary. The training programs to youth are already being conducted. However, engaging them in law enforcement duties as youth police is something that needs to be considered. Prompt action on complaints and feedback on portals by the law enforcement agencies is a requirement for youth to come forward to complain. Similarly, anonymity of the complainant without the need for physical appearance in the court, security to the complainant, these are all the things. All these steps will make the youth encouraged to be able to take action. The first movers will be those with the seed of courage and protective nature. So there are many other empowerment techniques. This is just a glimpse of what we can achieve. So I have not spoken anything about academics in my entire talk. So travel and cross-culture interactions. Next slide, please. Nature walks, adventure. Yuva Sangam is a program by central government which we can encourage. Sports empowerment. We would love to hear that from our Honorable Justice Vijay Sen Reddy Garu, with a very good sports person and a good tennis player. Sir, our request. Then yoga, expression through arts, spiritual education, life skill and environment conservation skills, and entrepreneurship skills. And when we are saying entrepreneurship skills, it is also about the latest tools and technologies, AI. I'm sure most of you are already on that, which has become a prerequisite now, and digital marketing. So when we expose our students to a variety of empowerment means other than academics, that's when they will be nurtured. That's when their real potential will emerge, because everybody has something very unique and good in them, right? So that is something absolutely required, and they will discover what works best for them of all these. Next slide, please. So finally, the roadmap to success. The first and foremost is to define and establish Dhira as a role model for youth. Okay. So here we are, when we say Dhira, we have given a name to that holistic empowerment. Okay, we can give it Veera or whatever, doesn't matter, but it is something that we are referring to. Okay. So sincerely practicing the holistic empowerment techniques, becoming the master of one's mind and body, strong values and benevolent actions. So that is the definition of a Dhira that we are giving. Today there may not be many Dhiras who are recognized, but once this program starts in the colleges, we would want to recognize the real heroes and heroines of the colleges, and they will become the role model for their other friends. Okay, so that's the idea. The next aspect is recognition and ownership of Dhira program unitedly by all stakeholders. This is absolutely essential. So holistic empowerment is not my idea. I mean, it's conceived by Dharma Seva, but it doesn't mean it is Dharma Seva owns it. Everybody owns it. We all should own it. Only then it will sustain. That is absolutely important. So if you don't want to name it Dhira and name it something else, fine. That doesn't matter. But it has to we all stakeholders have to come together, and they should recognize that the challenges of society today are very grave and serious. Drug abuse is just one issue. Climate change is a major issue. So like that, there are crimes against women, major issue. So this is something that we have to recognize, and holistic empowerment should be recognized as a solution to all these problems. Then the other aspect is formation of committees, which is already a mandate. There is a mandate from Home Ministry, mandate from UGC. So it is pretty much we have to form committees. So stakeholders should come together and do that. And technology has to be utilized. The youth are connected to technology and social media. So we cannot skip that. So that's the reason we'll be looking at Dhira app shortly. Then we discussed about the first movers in every slide. So first movers are the people who are motivated themselves for a technique. So their services have to be utilized. So they have to be put in committees, students' committees, and then they in turn will transform the other students. So that way, because it is the primary responsibility lies with the youth themselves. Okay. So we will train them as trainers and recognize them as a real hero or heroine and award them points and certificates which will be useful in job opportunities. Now, most of the companies, they don't just look at academic scores, they look at the personality, what they have done. Responsibility of first movers is also to protect their friends from going in the wrong path. They are the best people to do that. Respect wrong happening in the campus has to be reported. And then the last aspect is recognition of teachers and colleges who are sincerely working to empower their youth. So they have to be awarded certificates. So this is what I wanted to convey. Now I hand over to Professor Shiva Prasad Garu, in Giants Private Limited, and Kavya, who have worked on the app. They'll just give a glimpse of app, just for a minute. It was launched by Mahesh Bhagwat Garu last year. Kavya and Shiva Prasad Garu.
Gurubhyo Namaha. Can you open the Dhira website, please? Dhira.in serves as a single point of interface for all the stakeholders, including youth, members and committee members of Project Dhira. If you look at the sliders, they give a quick overview about the Dhira website and its vision. The opportunities and challenges are shown here. Can you go down a little? Yeah. Please scroll down. This is about Dhira in the website. Please scroll down. And after the message from the founder, there's a video which you have been seeing since the beginning of this program. And then you can also be a Dhira and download the certificate by practicing it. Can you go a little downward? After displaying the statistics, you can take an assessment. Just click on, I'll take an assessment. In this, there is a very deep and clear-cut assessment for all the users of Dhira about their lifestyle, about their spiritual practices, about harmful habits and their feelings. There is an assessment. You can get a thorough assessment about yourself, and then you can see how well you can use Dhira to your benefit. And you too can become a great warrior. Dhira means courage. Courage makes everyone a warrior. You can practice Vipassana, natural lifestyle, martial arts, punching to empower yourself, strength training, protection skills, and empowerment. Dhira means courage. Be a warrior. Freedom is greater responsibility. Be a Dhira. Be a warrior. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. Today I am going to discuss about Dhira.in app. Next screen please. Next slide. Registration of stakeholders. Any of the stakeholders, that is youth, teachers, law enforcement officials, CSO members can get registered with appropriate privileges over in this form. Next slide. Committee registrations. Students can get registered into various Dhira committees, and college level can register in lead committee comprising principals, NSS coordinator, police, CSO member. Next slide. Events and meetings. Events and meetings can also be conducted over here. Minutes of meeting will be uploaded, and the meeting will be recorded on the Zoom. Next slide. Yeah, this is very important. Maps and test reports. Maps and test reports can be generated by super admin to see the status of college-wise registrations, assessments, committee formations, etc. In this screen, we can see the two icons, that is red icon and the green one. Red icon is the principals not registered in that college, and the green ones are the registered principals. Next screen. Incident report. Youth can report incident under complete anonymity, and those details were submitted to lead committee in college and law of enforcement website. Next slide. Request for help. This page is for youth who are suffering from addictions. An expert mentor is allotted who will compassionately guide the youth member towards the empowerment. So this is all about the Dhira app. Thank you.
Thank you, Nishad Reddy, for your informative presentation, and you have given the various activities in this event. Now I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Katta Narasimha Garu, to speak on this occasion. I invite Professor Katta Narasimha Garu, Honorable Vice Chancellor of JIT University.
Honorable Justice Sri Vijayasena Reddy Garu, Sri Govardhan Reddy Garu, Telangana State Legal Services, Professor R. Limbatri, Professor Govardhan, Rector of this University, Professor Mandu Hussain, the Registrar of the University, and all the participants here. Extremely happy that the large number of gathering here. It clearly shows that the importance of this conference, which we are going to discuss. All of you know that this particular issue, that is narcotic drugs and adverse effect. All of us know about this, And all of us, every day, looking into the newspapers, every day the issues discussed. And police department is very particular, and Honorable Chief Minister is very particular that this particular state, Telangana state, should be, this narcotic drugs effect has to be totally eradicated from the entire state. And government is very much determined. As the government is determined, all of us in all the educational institutions, particularly State Council, and State Council chairman repeatedly, number of times he told me that this has to be, because the Chief Minister also suggested that this has to go into the curriculum where we can teach the students what are the repercussions if one gets addicted and how they will spoil their entire life, not only the career, and also how they will affect the society in turn. So you know that this is not a small issue just to discuss and just to forget about it. And you have just now seen how the NGO is organizing this, and particularly I should congratulate Nishant Reddy, whose father himself was a scientist at the BARC and is an industrialist. And this keen interest in this particular topic shows that his devotion and his concern for the society, concern for all of us. Though we are not directly affected by it, but we are every day we are indirectly affected by this. And whenever you walk in the streets, you see the people, those who are drug addicts, and we are very helpless. What we can really do for them? And this is not a small problem, as I said. This is a problem related to your brain. And you know that in brain, a lot of activity goes on. And there is a chemical which is known as the dopamine. This dopamine really controls whether the pleasure, you have to feel the pleasure or anything else. But once you take a drug, this drug directly increases the dopamine level, that's hormone level, which really controls our thought process, our behavior, our pleasure, sorrows, etc. Therefore, once this dopamine increases, it totally works on the total network of your neural network, because the dopamine itself is a transmit. It goes from one place to another. It affects your brain. Once you are addicted to this, then repeatedly it expects that you take that kind of a drug so that you will be excited and you will feel a kind of a pleasure. And if this dose continues, then what happens? Your brain becomes tolerant for this. So a level has come where the normal drug levels, whatever the drug you are feeding, will not be enough for your brain. And this is a situation where even if you are treated by the medical doctors or this kind of exercises what we are proposing and all, so this will not be an ordinary process where we cannot come back to the normal life, but it takes longer time. So a continuous practice, and you have to change your lifestyle, and you have to be very determined. For a year, if you continue this, and 1 year you will feel that you are very comfortable and you become the non-drug addict, but after a year again it recurs, because that sits in your brain and it modifies the chemical structure of your neurons. The chemical structure of the neurons, the passage paths which are created by the drugs will totally damage your brain, so that a recovery, 100% recovery becomes very, very difficult. 10 years back, when I was going to the Banjara Hills from KBR Park to my place, several times I used to pass through one hospital called Ashaba Hospital. And I was asking the people, what is this Asha Hospital? They said, it is a psychiatric center to treat the psychiatric patients. I was really surprised, is there so many people affected by psychiatric? But they said, drug addicts are increasing a day. But after that, a few years back, maybe I think about last year, I happened to go to that hospital because one of my friend's son got admitted into that hospital. When I went there, I'm really surprised. There was not even a place to, stand. So that is the kind of alarming situation in the society. Large number of people are becoming drug addicts, and the psychiatric treatments are very essential now. Keeping that in view, JNTU recently started the center, psychiatric center, exclusive center for all our students, faculty, and non-teaching staff, which is known as Santulan. This Santulan is very effectively working. I was skeptical whether the Santulan is really needed, but of late I realized that Santulan is very much needed for our students so that they can keep themselves very healthy and away from this drug addiction. And this drug addiction, maybe as I told you, that initially it will be very interesting and it will be very pleasurable job, but as days goes on, your total structure of your brain, your neuron system will get affected, and it will be very difficult to come back to the normal life. Therefore, all of you should practice whatever the new methods, and you have to keep that, you have to be very engaged in every sphere of your life. That really keeps you away from these drugs. And this kind of a pressure which we are experiencing day in and day out is really driving all of us towards getting some kind of a peace by taking some kind of a drug or a liquor. And this practice has to be controlled. And we are the masters of our brain. Therefore, we should take steps to prevent it. Not only somebody will come and save our life, it is our life we have to save. And let us not cut short of our life, but try to retain yourself, having a physical fitness. Your brain is plays major role on your physical fitness. Nowadays we are seeing that even at the age of 30, 35 itself they are becoming old, and they will lose life in 40 years and 50 years. Because this is not the case. So try to avoid the drugs, try to have a kind of a lifestyle where you can retain your health perfectly and your thinking process should go on. It will be very positive. With these few words, I thank you, all of you, for coming over here. And personally, I thank Professor Limbadri, the Chairman of State Council, for Higher Education for initiating this program. And in general, I thank Nishant Reddy for choosing this platform to bring all the students and explain what are the drawbacks, what are the problems of drug addiction, and how the drug addiction can overcome it. This kind of seminars, this kind of training centers and awareness programs are very much needed. I assure all of you that in future also, this kind of programs will be conducted in all our constraint affiliated colleges of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable address. With the permission of Professor Limbadri, I'll invite Sri Govardhan Reddy garu to speak on this occasion, as he's having another meeting, so he's planning to leave early. So I invite Sri Govardhan Reddy garu to speak.
Very good morning to all. Respected Sri Justice B. Vijay Sen Reddy garu, Judge, High Court for the State of Telangana, Sri Narasimha Reddy garu, Vice Chancellor JNTU, Nishant garu, CEO, Chief Executive Officer, Dira App, and other Professor Limbadri garu, and other dignitaries on the dais, my dear children, and I think some of the parents have also come to this session. I feel it's my privilege to be part of this session. You know why this narcotic drugs topic was selected, and what did you understand? The demo from Nishanji. Anyone? మేము చెప్పడమే మీరు వినడం కాదు, మీరు కూడా కొంచెం పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తే మాకు కూడా కొంచెం అది ఉంటుంది. నిశాంత్ చెప్పారు కదా యాప్ గురించి, విపాసన గురించి, యోగా గురించి, కరాటే గురించి. వాట్ డిడ్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ ఫ్రమ్ దాట్? ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ. సో డ్రగ్ అబ్యూస్ అనేది, I don't know how many of you are aware how it's percolating into our society, but we do have some statistics and we do receive information from various departments. It is enormous, unbelievable. ఒకసారి అడిక్ట్ అయిన తర్వాత డీ అడిక్షన్ ఎంత డిఫికల్టో యూ కెనాట్ ఇమాజిన్. జస్ట్ నౌ నరసింహారెడ్డి గారు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశారు అది ఏ లెవెల్కి వెళ్తుంది అనేది. సో యాజ్ యూ సెడ్, ప్రివెన్షన్ ఈజ్ బెటర్ దెన్ క్యూర్. సో అడిక్ట్ కాకుండా ఉండాలి. అందరికీ తెలుసు నార్కోటిక్ డ్రగ్ తీసుకోవడం ఇట్ ఈస్ గుడ్ ఫర్ హెల్త్ ఆర్ బ్యాడ్. అది ఒక్క విషయం చెప్పేస్తే సరిపోతుంది కదా, డోంట్ టేక్, దట్స్ ఇట్, అయిపోయింది. బట్ అది కాదు. చిన్నపిల్లల నుండి, అంటే ఏజ్ 10 years అబోవ్ నుండి అడిక్ట్ అవుతున్నారు అంటే క్యాన్ యూ బిలీవ్? అందులో మన హైదరాబాద్ అనే కాదు, వేరే స్టేట్లో కానివ్వండి, మన స్టేట్లో కానివ్వండి, ఈవెన్ రిమోట్ విలేజెస్లో కూడా ఇది ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. ఇది ఎట్లా సప్లై అవుతుంది అనేది కూడా మాకు ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఉంటుంది. ఒక చిన్న ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తాను. యాజ్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ మై డ్యూటీ ఐ హ్యావ్ టు విజిట్ జైల్. ఒకసారి నేను జైల్ విజిట్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఒక ప్రెగ్నెంట్ ఉమెన్, షీఈస్ ఫ్రమ్ ట్రైబల్ ఏరియా, రిమోట్ ట్రైబల్ ఏరియా ఆఫ్ అవర్ నైబరింగ్ స్టేట్, షీ వాజ్ ఇన్ జైల్. అని నేను అడిగాను ఆ సూపరింటెండెంట్, ఎందుకు ఈ అమ్మాయి ప్రెగ్నెంట్ కదా, జైల్లో ఎందుకు పెట్టారు అంటే, ఆమె 10 kgs గాంజాతో పట్టుబడ్డది రైల్వే స్టేషన్లో, మన సికింద్రాబాద్ రైల్వే స్టేషన్లో. ఎందుకు అన్నాను, ఈ డ్రగ్ సప్లై చేసే వాళ్ళు ఏంటంటే, ఈ ఎవరి మీదనైతే అనుమానం రాదో, అంటే వాళ్ళ మీద సూపర్విజన్ కానీ, చెక్ కానీ, ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ కానీ చేయరు అని అనుకుంటే వాళ్ళని సెలెక్ట్ చేసి వాళ్ళ ద్వారా ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. జనరల్గా ప్రెగ్నెంట్ ఉమెన్ పోలీస్ వాళ్ళు అంత సీరియస్గా తీసుకోరు కదా ఇటువంటి సప్లై చేస్తున్నారని. సమ్హౌ షీ వాజ్ కాట్ అండ్ షీ డెలివర్డ్ ఏ బేబీ ఇన్ జైల్. ఆమెను అడిగాను, ఏమమ్మా మరి నువ్వు ఎందుకు ఇది చేసావంటే, నాకు తెలియదు సార్, నాకు ఏదో మూట ఇచ్చారు, సికింద్రాబాద్లో నీ దగ్గరికి వచ్చి అది తీసుకొని వెళ్తారు, వాళ్ళకి ఇచ్చేసేయండి, ఓ 2000 rupees ఇచ్చారు ఫర్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్టింగ్ ఛార్జెస్, మళ్ళీ నువ్వు బ్యాక్ వచ్చేసాయి సికింద్రాబాద్ నుండి మళ్ళీ విశాఖపట్నం. ఇట్లా ఇది ఒక చిన్న ఇన్సిడెంట్ మాత్రమే. ఇటువంటివి రోజు ఎన్నో జరుగుతూ ఉంటాయి. అంటే ఈ విధంగా సప్లై అవుతూ ఉంటుంది, అది సొసైటీలోకి వస్తూ ఉంటుంది. గాంజానే కాదు, సో మెనీ ఈవెన్ లిక్విడ్ ఫామ్లో కూడా ఈ మధ్యలో వచ్చిందని మాకు న్యూస్, మన జిల్లాలో అది కూడా కన్జ్యూమ్ చేస్తున్నారు అనేది వన్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ ఇన్ తెలంగాణ. ఎనీహౌ దిస్ ఈస్ ద బ్రీఫ్. అది ఇదే కాదు, ఈ కేసెస్ కూడా మాకు ఈ నార్కోటిక్ డ్రగ్స్ మీద కేసెస్ కూడా కోర్ట్స్లో ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతూ ఉన్నాయి ఇయర్ బై ఇయర్. అదే కాకుండా ఓల్డ్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ లిటిగేషన్ తగ్గిపోయి న్యూ టైప్ ఆఫ్ లిటిగేషన్, సైబర్ క్రైమ్ అండి, అట్రాసిటీస్ అగైన్స్ చిల్డ్రన్, పోక్సో కేసెస్ అనుకోండి, ఉమెన్, మ్యాట్రిమోనియల్ ఇష్యూస్, ఈ టైప్ ఆఫ్ లిటిగేషన్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ ఇంక్రీజింగ్ ఎనార్మస్లీ. వీటన్నిటి మీద అవేర్నెస్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్, అంటే పబ్లిక్లో అవేర్నెస్ తీసుకురావాలి. వాళ్ళ రైట్స్ ఏంటివి, వాళ్ళ డ్యూటీస్ ఏంటివి అనేది మెయిన్ ఫోకస్. దానికే ఈ లీగల్ సర్వీసెస్ అథారిటీ అనేది ఉంది. హౌ మెనీ ఆఫ్ యూ నో హౌ దిస్ లీగల్ సర్వీసెస్ అథారిటీ ఈజ్ వర్క్? ఎప్పుడైనా విన్నారా లీగల్ సర్వీసెస్ అథారిటీ అనేది ఒక సంస్థ, ఒక ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్ ఉంది అని? ఇది మెయిన్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఏంటంటే యాక్సెస్ టు జస్టిస్ టు ఆల్. ప్రతి సిటిజన్కు ఈ జస్టిస్ యాక్సెస్ ఉండాలి, న్యాయపరమైన సహాయం అందాలి. ఒక న్యాయపరమైన సహాయం లేకుండా ఏ సిటిజన్ కూడా న్యాయం పొందలేక ఉండకూడదు అనేది ది మెయిన్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. సో ఇది మన కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్లో కూడా ఉంది. ఇట్ ఈస్ అ మ్యాండేటరీ. ఆర్టికల్ 39A కింద దీన్ని, ఈ యాక్ట్ని ఒకటి సపరేట్గా తీసుకురావడం జరిగింది 1987లో. సుప్రీంకోర్టు తీసుకురావడం జరిగింది. ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి న్యాయం అందాలి. ఉన్న వాళ్ళకే న్యాయం కాదు, లేని వాళ్ళకి న్యాయం అందకూడదనే సమస్య కాదు. ఆల్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్ బిఫోర్ లా కాబట్టి ఎవ్రీ వన్ షుడ్ గెట్ యాక్సెస్ టు ది జస్టిస్. సో ఆ ఉద్దేశంతో ఈ యాక్ట్ తీసుకురావడం జరిగింది. ఇది వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఇది ఎట్లా వర్క్ చేస్తుంది, దీని హెరార్కీ ఏంది అనేది అంటే, నేషనల్ లీగల్ సర్వీసెస్ అథారిటీ వర్క్స్ అండర్ సుప్రీం కోర్ట్ అండ్ చీఫ్ జస్టిస్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా విల్ బి ది patron in chief of National Legal Services Authority, and senior most Supreme Court judge is the executive chairman. సో వాళ్ళు ఏంటంటే స్కీమ్స్ తయారు చేస్తూ ఉంటారు, వారు ప్రతి స్టేట్ సర్క్యులేట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. అదేవిధంగా ప్రతి స్టేట్లో, నాట్ ఓన్లీ ఇన్ తెలంగాణ, ఎవ్రీ స్టేట్ ఇన్ ఇండియా విల్ హ్యావ్ స్టేట్ లీగల్ సర్వీసెస్ అథారిటీ. దానికి ఆ పర్టికులర్ హైకోర్టు ఆనరబుల్ హైకోర్టు జడ్జ్ చీఫ్ జస్టిస్ ప్యాటర్న్ చీఫ్గా ఉంటారు, సెకండ్ సీనియర్ మోస్ట్ జడ్జ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్ చైర్మన్గా ఉంటారు. సో వీళ్ళ సూపర్విజన్లో స్టేట్ లెవెల్లో ఈ విధంగా నడుస్తూ ఉంటుంది. సెంట్రల్ నేషనల్ లెవెల్లో మన చీఫ్ జస్టిస్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా సూపర్విజన్లో నడుస్తూ ఉంటుంది. మరి దీని ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఏంటంటే 3 ప్రిన్సిపల్స్. వన్ ఈజ్ అవేర్నెస్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ కండక్ట్ చేయాలి టు బ్రింగ్ అవేర్నెస్ ఇన్ ద పబ్లిక్ అబౌట్ ద రైట్స్, laws and duties. Second is free legal aid. ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పిన ఎవరైనా కేసులో ఇరుక్కుంటే వాళ్ళకు అడ్వకేట్ పెట్టుకునే శక్తి లేకపోతే, ఫైనాన్షియల్ కెపాసిటీ లేకపోతే, ఇఫ్ దే అప్రోచ్ లీగల్ సర్వీసెస్ అథారిటీ, we will provide free legal aid to them to fight their case. వాళ్ళు డబ్బులు ఖర్చు పెట్టుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు, ఎందుకంటే కెపాసిటీ ఉండకపోతే మా దగ్గరికి వస్తే మేము ఒక కౌన్సిల్ను అపాయింట్ చేస్తాం. నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చేసి మీరు వినుంటారు లోక్ అదాలత్ కండక్ట్ చేయడం. ఏవైతే కాంప్రమైజ్ కేసెస్, కంపౌండబుల్ కేసెస్ ఉంటాయో క్రిమినల్లో, వాటిని మాత్రమే కాంప్రమైజ్ చేస్తాం. వేరాజ్ ఇన్ సివిల్ కేసెస్ ఎనీ కేస్ కెన్ బి సెటిల్డ్ త్రూ లోక్ అదాలత్ if both parties come together and express their willingness to settle their case. సో ఈ విధంగా ఈ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్ నడుస్తూ ఉంటుంది. స్టేట్ లెవెల్లో స్టేట్ అన్నప్పుడు మరి డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ లెవెల్లో డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ లీగల్ సర్వీసెస్ అథారిటీ ఉంటుంది, మండల్ లెవెల్లో మండల్ లీగల్ సర్వీసెస్ కమిటీ ఉంటుంది. అంటే వేరెవర్ కోర్ట్ ఈస్ దేర్ అవర్ సర్వీసెస్ ఆర్ అవైలబుల్. అంటే గ్రాస్ రూట్ లెవెల్ వరకు ఈ సర్వీసెస్ అవైలబుల్ ఉంటాయి. ఎవరైనా ఎక్కడైనా మీకు కూడా ఎవరైనా అప్రోచ్ అయితే యూ కెన్ సజెస్ట్. దగ్గరలో ఉన్న మండల్ లీగల్ సర్వీసెస్ అథారిటీ కానీ, అక్కడ కోర్టు ఉంటే ఖచ్చితంగా లీగల్ సర్వీసెస్ అథారిటీ ఉంటుంది, అక్కడ మీకు హెల్ప్ చేస్తారు. సో ఎందుకు ఇవి చెప్తున్నానంటే, అన్ని విషయాలు పోలీస్ వాళ్ళు కానివ్వండి, జ్యుడిషియరీ కానివ్వండి, ఇంకెవరైనా కానివ్వండి, ఎక్సైజ్ వాళ్ళు కానివ్వండి, వాళ్ళ నోటీస్కి రాకపోవచ్చు. గ్రాస్ రూట్ లెవెల్లో పబ్లిక్ ఉంటారు కాబట్టి ఏదైనా ఇటువంటి ఇప్పుడు మనం అనుకున్న విషయాలు, ఒక ఇన్సిడెంట్, ఎనీ ఇన్సిడెంట్ జరిగితే ఎవరికి చెప్పాలనేది చాలామందికి డౌట్ ఉండవచ్చు, కొంతమంది తెలిసి ఉండవచ్చు. తెలిసినా కానీ వాళ్ళు పట్టించుకోకపోవచ్చు. బట్ సీక్రెట్గా ఉండాలి, నా పేరు బయటకు రావద్దు, బట్ ఐ వాంట్ టు ఇన్ఫార్మ్ అబౌట్ ది ఇన్సిడెంట్ అనుకుంటే ఈ కన్సర్న్డ్ దగ్గరలో ఉన్న మా లీగల్ సర్వీస్ అథారిటీకి వస్తే we will take up that issue and we will keep their name in secret. We don't reveal. So this is the main object of this legal services authority. మేము అవేర్నెస్ తీసుకొచ్చేది ఒకటేనా రెండా అనేది కాదు. వీ హ్యావ్ సో మెనీ టాపిక్స్. ర్యాగింగ్ కానివ్వండి, ఇప్పుడు కాలేజెస్ రీఓపెన్ అవుతాయి కాబట్టి వీ విల్ ఆల్సో టేక్ అప్ దట్ ఇష్యూ. విల్ బ్రింగ్ అవేర్నెస్. We'll conduct awareness programs in the colleges, schools, engineering colleges, everywhere. ప్రతి జిల్లాలో, ప్రతి మండల్లో, ప్రతి హెడ్ క్వార్టర్లో ఇవన్నీ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం. దానివల్ల నష్టాలు ఏంటి, లాభాలు ఏంటి వరకే చెప్తాం. సో ఎటువంటి ఇన్సిడెంట్స్ ఏవైనా ఉంటే వాటిని ఏ విధంగా ప్రివెంట్ చేయాలి అనేది ఒక ఇష్యూ. ఇదే కాకుండా ఈ ధర్మసేవ అనేది ఎన్జిఓ ఈ లీగల్ సర్వీసెస్ అథారిటీతో అసోసియేట్ అయ్యి ఉంది. సో ఎనీవన్ కెన్ అప్రోచెస్. వీఆర్ రెడీ టు హెల్ప్ ఎనీ టైప్ ఆఫ్ మీకు సమస్య ఉంటే, అది లీగల్ కావచ్చు, మేబీ అదర్ దెన్ లీగల్ ఇష్యూ అయినా కానీ వీ విల్ గైడ్ యూ. అంటే చాలా ఇష్యూస్ ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి ఒకటి అని చెప్పలేము, ఈ షార్ట్ పీరియడ్లో అది చెప్పడం కుదరదు. సో రెండో విషయం ఏంటంటే ఈ టాపిక్ ఏదైతే తీసుకున్నారో వాటి మీద మేము ఒక షార్ట్ ఫిలిం కూడా చేస్తున్నాము. ఈ డ్రగ్ అబ్యూజ్ అంటే ఏ విధంగా అట్రాక్ట్ అవుతారు, అట్రాక్ట్ అయిన తర్వాత, అడిక్ట్ అయిన తర్వాత డీ అడిక్షన్ ఎంత డిఫికల్ట్ అనేది అది ఒక షార్ట్ ఫిలిం మేము ప్రిపేర్ చేస్తున్నాము. ఐ హ్యావ్ ఆల్రెడీ డిస్కస్డ్ విత్ Limbadri garu and Nishant, and it is under process. So I request Limbadri garu, once that short film is prepared, we will show that. అంటే అవేర్నెస్ తీసుకురావడానికి చెప్పడం కంటే ఒక ఫిలిం చూస్తే అది ఓన్లీ 1.5 or 2 minutes ఉంటుంది, బట్ మెసేజ్ చాలా పవర్ఫుల్గా ఉంటుంది. సో ఆ విధంగా మేము అవేర్నెస్ తీసుకురావడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేస్తున్నాము. సో ఎనీహౌ ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్, ఇటువంటి ప్రోగ్రామ్కి మీరందరూ వచ్చారు, పార్టిసిపేట్ చేశారు. మీ ఇంట్రెస్ట్, మీరు కూడా ఎవరైనా ముందుకు వస్తే మేము కూడా వాళ్ళను పారా వాలంటీర్స్గా సెలెక్ట్ చేసి మీరు కూడా అవేర్నెస్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్లో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేయొచ్చు. అది మా ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్ ద్వారా చేస్తే ఇట్ విల్ బి మోర్ effective, and you will be given a certificate also that will be also useful to you. If you want to serve society, meeru always welcome. We are here to help you out. Any issue, any problem, we will try to solve within our limits. So once again, I express my thanks for inviting me to this program. I thank JNTU, Vice Chancellor garu, Limbadri garu, and I also thank our respected Sri Justice Vijay Reddy garu for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Sri S. Govardhan Reddy garu, Member Secretary, for sharing the very informative things to the participants. Really, many things we may not be aware, but we can have lot of social responsibility and we can share these activities. Now I invite our Professor Beena, psychiatrist, here to please come on to the dais.
Now, I may request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir to honor Sri Govardhan Reddy Garu, please. I request all the other guests, please join.
We have started a counseling center in our campus. In that, we have taken our Professor Beena, that is one of the leading psychiatrists, and she was a professor in Usmania University, to guide us. Now I request Professor Beena Madam to share her idea about this drugs and drug adverse effects on the society.
పెద్దలందరూ డాయస్ మీద ఉన్న వాళ్ళందరికీ నమస్కారాలు. ఇది ఒక సర్ప్రైజ్. నేనేమో ఆడియన్స్లో కూర్చుంటే నన్ను పైకి వచ్చి మాట్లాడమని చెప్తున్నారు. థ్యాంక్స్ టు వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్ కట నరసింహ గారు రీసెంట్గా నన్ను పిలిచి ఒక సైకాలజీ సెంటర్ పెట్టమని. నేను ఐఎమ్ ది డైరెక్టర్ ఆఫ్ సహాయం కౌన్సిలింగ్ సెంటర్ ఎట్ ఉస్మానియా యూనివర్సిటీ. ఆ మోడల్లో ఒక సెంటర్ పెట్టమని చెప్తే చాలా బాగా దానికి ఫండ్ ఇచ్చి సార్ హెస్ కమ్ అప్ విత్ ఎ వెరీ బ్యూటిఫుల్ సెంటర్. ఐఎమ్ థ్యాంక్ఫుల్ టు యూ సార్ ఫర్. సో ఇక్కడ జడ్జెస్ ఉన్నారు, స్టేట్ లీగల్ సర్వీస్ వాళ్ళు కూడా ఉంది. సార్ నమస్తే. ఐఎమ్ ఎ మెంబర్ ఆఫ్ నాల్సా. ఐఎమ్ ఆల్సో ది డైరెక్టర్ ఆఫ్ సహాయం కౌన్సిలింగ్ సెంటర్. Presently, I work with Prisons of Telangana State. I'm an emeritus professor appointed by Prisons of Telangana State. State prisons lo reformation program chalanalu chesina nenu 7 years. Ee drugs vishayam chala close ga drug peddlers, drug addicts, ee ఖైదీలు చాలా మంది నాకు చాలా నేర్పించారు. నేను ఒక ప్రొఫెసర్ ఉండొచ్చు కానీ ఇట్లాంటి విషయాలు మాట్లాడాలంటే కొంత వాళ్ళ ద్వారా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అండ్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్ వచ్చింది నాకు. ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా ఏమవుతుంది అంటే వాళ్ళు చెప్పగలిగింది నాకు. ఇట్లాంటి ఒక ఫోరంలో ఒకసారి మన నరసింహ సాబ్ పిలిచి ఒక డ్రగ్ అడిక్ట్, ఒక ఖైదీ, రిలీజ్డ్ ఖైదీని తీసుకొచ్చి మాట్లాడిపించాం సార్ లాంగ్ అగో. గుర్తుంది కదా సార్? సో దట్ వాస్ ఫెంటాస్టిక్. ఐ వుడ్ సే దట్ ద పర్సన్ హూ హెస్ గాన్ త్రూ all these, who's come out and who is really doing extremely well, is the person who was able to speak on that day. And I have seen that after reformation there are a lot of students, lot of inmates have now zero addicts. There is a process what they would have gone through, what situation they have gone through in the prison, and why consuming alcohol and drugs is something which was highlighting education. This was a very beautiful program which I was doing in 10 prisons of Telangana State. So at some other point, I don't know how much time I should speak, but I can tell a lot of stories as to how they perceive when they are in drugs, how do they drive, what exactly happens, how do they see the roads. ఇట్లా ఇంక్లైన్డ్ రోడ్స్ కనిపిస్తే మేము రేస్ చేస్తాం, అది పోయి గుద్దేస్తాం అంటారు వాళ్ళు. రోడ్ ప్లేనే ఉంది కానీ ఆ డ్రగ్ ఇంపాక్ట్. As a psychologist, I know there is rewiring which happens. Sir was also mentioning about how there goes neurons, itlanti anni rewire అయిపోయి బిహేవియర్ ఇస్ కంప్లీట్లీ ఎంతవరకు బర్బాద్ అయిపోతారో మా ప్రోగ్రాంలో వాళ్ళు ఆడిట్ చేసి అప్పుడు దే రియలైజ్ ఒక్కొక్కళ్ళు 1 crore, 2 crores they would have spent. Today they won't have money for bail. అట్లాంటి సిచ్యువేషన్స్లో ఉన్న ఖైదీలతోని I interact and we do a very wonderful program. అక్కడ ఈ క్లాస్ చెప్పడము ఖైదీలే చెప్తారు. ఈ క్లాస్ ఈ డ్రగ్స్ అన్న ఒక స్పెషల్ క్లాస్ ఏదైతే అక్కడ చెప్తారో అది డ్రగ్స్ని ఆడిట్ చేయిస్తారు ఆ రోజు ఆ క్లాస్లో. ఆడిట్ చేసిన తర్వాత దీని ఇంపాక్ట్ ఏంటి, ఫ్యామిలీ ఎంత బాధపడుతుంది, ఎంత బర్బాద్ అయిపోయినరో అన్న విషయం వాళ్ళు చెప్పినందుకు ఆ క్లాస్లో నేను చూసేది ఏంటంటే సార్ నిజంగా చాలాసార్లు ఏడుస్తారు క్లాస్లో. బికాజ్ ఇట్ టచెస్ దెమ్ అండ్ దే రియలైజ్. అక్కడ ఒక చిన్న ఎక్సర్సైజ్ కూడా చేయిస్తాం మేము. ఈ డ్రగ్స్ వల్ల నువ్వు ఎవరినో నీ 5 చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్, నీకు ఇంపార్టెంట్ అనుకున్న వాళ్ళని ఐడెంటిఫై చేయి, వాళ్ళని బోర్డు మీద వేస్తాము, ఆ తర్వాత చెప్తాము అచ్చా నీ డ్రగ్స్ వల్ల ఇరికించాలి నువ్వు వీళ్ళని, ఈ 5 ఎవరిని ఇరికిస్తావు. ఇట్లాంటి కొన్ని సిమ్యులేషన్ అంటాము, ఇట్లాంటి కొన్ని ఎక్సర్సైజెస్ చేసి వాళ్ళని వి ఏబుల్ టు. ఐ హ్యావ్ మెనీ పీపుల్ హూ హ్యావ్ కమ్ అవుట్, మెనీ ఇన్మేట్స్ హూ హ్యావ్ కమ్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ద ప్రిజన్ అండ్ దే ఆర్ ఇన్ టచ్ విత్ అస్. వీ డూ లైక్ అ కాన్ఫరెన్స్. ఇట్లాంటి కాన్ఫరెన్స్ అయ్యేటట్టు మేము జైల్లో ఒక రిలీజ్డ్ ప్రిజనర్స్ కాన్క్లేవ్ అంటాము. అక్కడ వీళ్ళందరూ వస్తారు, మళ్ళీ వీళ్ళు నిజంగా తీసుకుంటున్నారా లేదా అన్న విషయం. ఈ డ్రగ్స్ అనే కాదు, డ్రగ్స్ వల్ల వచ్చే ఈ క్రిమినల్ బిహేవియర్ ఇవన్నిటికి కూడా కొంత సైడ్ చేసేస్తారు వీళ్ళు బయటికి పోయిన తర్వాత. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఎఫర్ట్ విచ్ ఐ డూ ఫ్రమ్ 7 years. ఐ బీన్ వర్కింగ్ ఇన్ ద ఏరియా ఆఫ్ ప్రిజన్స్ అండ్ ఐ రియలీ లైక్ డూయింగ్ దిస్ వర్క్ అండ్ very soon we will be going because Tihar has been very impressed by this program and they have invited us to do this program. So very soon I will be going to Delhi prisons as well. So there's plenty we can do. There's thanks for this opportunity. I think next time when I come to JNTU to meet the students, very recently we inaugurated this. I'm going to come to different departments and do a special session on drugs, substances and its impact. What exactly happens when you go back? Inta weird behavior అయిపోయిన తర్వాత when you go back to the prison, lot of times we are very excited about what happens, crime ఎట్లా చేసిండ్రు అన్న విషయం చాలా టీవీలో చూపిస్తారు, చాలా ఎక్సైట్మెంట్. కానీ జైలు లోపల ఏమవుతుందో అది ఎవరికి అర్థం కాదు. జైలు తర్వాత బయటకు వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఏమవుతుందో అది ఎవరికి అర్థం కాదు. వాటి స్టిగ్మా ఏంటి, వాట్ దే గో త్రూ, ఫ్యామిలీ గోస్ త్రూ, ఇంటికి పత్రికలు ఇయ్యరు, పిలువరు, ఇట్లాంటివన్నీ ఎవరు భరిస్తారు, ఎట్లా భరిస్తారు, ఇట్లాంటి విషయాలని కూడా మేము చాలా చెప్తాం క్లాస్లో. సార్ థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ దిస్ ఆపర్చునిటీ. ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్, you just got me into this. Thank you so much. So I will meet everybody next time in your own with a released prisoner who has 3 things, who was consumed, who stopped consuming, and now he's mainstream. So there will be some such beautiful stories will come. Thank you very much. Sir, thank you.
Thank you, Professor Veena Madam, for spontaneous response. And she is a senior psychologist and she is working for our JNTU right now. Now I invite Professor R. Limbadri Garu, Chairman, Telangana State Higher Education, to speak on this occasion.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. ఇప్పటికే చాలామంది వక్తలు వారి అనుభవాన్ని, వారి మేధస్సును మనందరితో పంచుకున్నారు. ఈరోజు నార్కోటిక్ డ్రగ్స్ అండ్ అడ్వర్స్ ఎఫెక్ట్స్ అనే విషయం మీద ఈ యొక్క అవేర్నెస్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ కండక్ట్ చేయడం జరుగుతున్నది. ఈ ప్రోగ్రాన్ని చాలా సక్సెస్ఫుల్గా నిర్వహించడానికి అన్ని ఏర్పాట్లు చేసి ఇది చక్కటి ఆడిటోరియం కల్పించినటువంటి గౌరవనీయులైనటువంటి ప్రొఫెసర్ కట్టా నరసింహారెడ్డి గారు, వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్ JNTU గారికి ప్రత్యేకమైనటువంటి కృతజ్ఞతలు. అట్లాగే ఈ మీటింగ్కి చీఫ్ గెస్ట్గా అంగీకరించి వారి అమూల్యమైనటువంటి సమయాన్ని చాలా ఓపికగా మనతో స్పెండ్ చేయడానికి అంగీకరించి మనకు చీఫ్ గెస్ట్గా ఉన్నటువంటి శ్రీ బి విజయసేన్ రెడ్డి గారు, హానరబుల్ జస్టిస్ ఆఫ్ హైకోర్ట్ తెలంగాణ వారికి ప్రత్యేకమైనటువంటి అభినందనలు, కృతజ్ఞతలు మనందరి తరఫున. అట్లాగే శ్రీ గోవర్ధన్ రెడ్డి గారు, మెంబర్ సెక్రటరీ తెలంగాణ స్టేట్ లీగల్ సర్వీస్ అథారిటీ, శ్రీ జె నిశాంత్ రెడ్డి గారు, ప్రొఫెసర్ ఏ గోవర్ధన్ గారు, రెక్టర్ ప్రొఫెసర్ మంజూర్ హుసేన్ గారు, రిజిస్టర్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ యూనివర్సిటీ, అట్లాగే ప్రొఫెసర్ బీనా గారు, ఏ గ్రేట్ సైకాలజిస్ట్, ప్రొఫెసర్ ఆర్ శ్రీదేవి గారు, is a program convener, and all the teaching faculty members, non-teaching members, dear students. ఈ సమావేశం అనేటువంటిది తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రంలో అకాడమిక్ ఇయర్ బిగినింగ్లో జరుపుకోవటం అనేటువంటిది చాలా శుభ పరిణామంగా, ఒక మంచి మైల్ స్టోన్గా నేను భావిస్తూ ఉన్నా. అందుకు మీరందరూ సహకరించి, మీరు కూడా ఎంతో శ్రద్ధతో, ఎంతో ఓపికతో, ఎంతో నిబద్ధతతో ఈ మీటింగ్లో ఉన్నందుకు మీ అందరు కూడా ప్రత్యేకమైనటువంటి అభినందనలు, కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలియజేస్తాను. అట్లాగే నిన్ననే తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రంలో తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్ర అవతరణ దినోత్సవాన్ని, అట్లాగే తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రాన్ని సాధించుకున్న సందర్భంగా దశాబ్ది ఉత్సవాలని ప్రారంభించుకున్నాం. ఆ సందర్భంగా కూడా తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్ర అవతరణ దినోత్సవ శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలియజేస్తా ఉన్నాం. మనందరికీ తెలుసు, మనందరం కూడా ఒక సంతోషమైనటువంటి జీవితాన్ని గడపాలని, ఒక హ్యాపీ లైఫ్ ఉండాలని అనుకుంటాం. దానికి ఒక శారీరపరమైనటువంటి దృఢత్వాన్ని, ఒక ఫిట్నెస్ కూడా ఉండాలనుకుంటాం. అట్లాగే మనందరి జీవితాలకు కూడా వ్యక్తిగతంగా ఒక పర్పస్ కూడా ఉండాలనుకుంటాం. ఎవ్రీబడి హ్యావ్ ఇస్ ఓన్ పర్పస్. నేను ఇది చేయాలి, ఇది కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేయాలి, ఈ విధంగా ఉండాలి. ఇంతకుముందు వక్తలందరూ బాగా చెప్పినట్టుగా ఒక రోల్ మోడల్ సిటిజన్గా, ఒక రోల్ మోడల్ యూత్గా ఈ దేశంలో, ఈ రాష్ట్రంలో, ఈ జిల్లాలో, ఈ కుటుంబంలో ఉండాలనేటువంటి ఆకాంక్ష చాలామందికి ఉంటుంది. మనందరికీ తెలుసు, ప్రపంచం అందరికంటే గొప్ప యువశక్తి కలిగిన దేశం ఏదైనా ఉంటే అది భారతదేశం మాత్రమే. అది తెలంగాణ ఏం భిన్నమైనటువంటిది కాదు. తెలంగాణ కూడా అంతే యువశక్తిని కలిగినటువంటి రాష్ట్రం. ఈ యువశక్తి యొక్క శక్తి సామర్థ్యాలు, వారి యొక్క విజ్ఞానం, వారికి సంబంధించినటువంటి క్రియేటివిటీ, అవన్నీ సమాజ పునర్నిర్మాణానికి, సమాజ పురోభివృద్ధికి ఉపయోగపడాలి అంటే మనం ఎప్పటికప్పుడు ఇలాంటి సమావేశాలు, ఇలాంటి చర్చలు, ఇలాంటి ఓరియంటేషన్స్ నిర్వహించుకోవాల్సినటువంటి అవసరం ఉంటుందని నేను భావిస్తాను. యువతరాన్ని ఈరోజు బాగా పట్టి పీడిస్తున్నటువంటి సమస్యలు ఏమైనా ఉంటే అది మారక ద్రవ్యాలు ఒక బలమైనటువంటి సమస్య. ఈ మారక ద్రవ్యాలను నివారించడానికి, అలాంటి అలవాట్ల నుండి పిల్లల్ని దూరంగా ఉంచడానికి, పిల్లల్లో ఒక గొప్ప వ్యక్తిత్వాన్ని, ఒక పటిష్టమైనటువంటి నిర్మాణాత్మకమైనటువంటి ఆలోచన ధారను పెంపొందించడానికి మనం అందరము కృషి చేయాల్సినటువంటి అవసరం ఉంటుంది. ఈ విషయంలో గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు, నేను, అట్లాగే ఈ విశ్వవిద్యాలయానికి వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్గా ఉన్నటువంటి ప్రొఫెసర్ కట్ట నరసింహారెడ్డి గారు అందరం ఉన్నటువంటి ఒక మీటింగ్లో పోలీస్ కమాండ్ అండ్ కంట్రోల్ ఆఫీస్ ఇనాగ్రేషన్ రోజు, దట్ వాజ్ ఆన్ 4th August 2022 రోజు మాట్లాడుతూ మనుషులలో ఒక వ్యక్తిత్వాన్ని, బాగా బలమైనటువంటి వ్యక్తిత్వాన్ని, ఒక అసెప్టివ్ పర్సనాలిటీస్ని డెవలప్ చేయడానికి ఏ విధమైనటువంటి ఓరియంటేషన్ ఉండాలి, ఏ విధమైనటువంటి సిలబస్ ఉండాలి, ఏ విధమైనటువంటి టీచింగ్ లెర్నింగ్ మెథడ్స్ ఉండాలి, అట్లాగే ఆయా కళాశాలల్లో విశ్వవిద్యాలయాల్లో ఎలాంటి ఈకో సిస్టమ్ డెవలప్ చేయాలి, తద్వారా తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రంలో ఉన్నటువంటి యువకులు లేదా ఈ భారతదేశంలో ఉన్నటువంటి యువకులు ఒక గొప్ప విలువలతో కూడినటువంటి ఒక గొప్ప పటిష్టమైనటువంటి వ్యక్తిత్వాన్ని రూపొందించుకోవడానికి వాతావరణాన్ని ఎట్లా క్రియేట్ చేయాలో మీరు అందరూ ఆలోచించి ఆ విషయంలో పనిచేయాలని మా అందరికీ ఒక డైరెక్షన్ ఇవ్వటం జరిగింది. ఆ క్రమంలో తెలంగాణ ఉన్నత విద్యా మండలి, వివిధ విశ్వవిద్యాలయాలు, ప్రధానంగా JNTU విశ్వవిద్యాలయం వెంటనే చొరవ తీసుకొని ఈ రాష్ట్రంలో 2 విషయాల మీద, ఒకటి సైబర్ సెక్యూరిటీ సంబంధించినటువంటి విషయం. మనందరికీ తెలుసు, ఏదో దేశంలో ఉండి ఏదో రాష్ట్రంలో ఉండి ఇక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి ప్రజల్ని ఎట్లా మోసం చేస్తూ సైబర్ క్రైమ్స్ జరుగుతున్నాయో మనకు తెలుసు. అలాంటి వాటిని నివారించడానికి మొదటి నుండి విద్యార్థి దశ నుండే విద్యార్థుల్లో ఒక అవగాహన పెంపొందించడానికి మీరు సిలబస్ తయారు చేయాలి. ఆ సిలబస్ ద్వారా సమాజంలో విద్యా వ్యవస్థల్లో ఒక చైతన్యాన్ని నింపాలని చెప్పారు. అందుకు వెంటనే మన వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్ గారు ఆ సిలబస్ కూడా డిజైన్ చేసి కోర్సు పెట్టినందుకు వారికి సభాముఖంగా ప్రత్యేకమైనటువంటి అభినందనలు, కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాం. అట్లాగే ఇంత పెద్ద సమావేశం ఏర్పాటు చేసి ఇందులో కూడా ఈ డ్రగ్స్ను ఎట్లా నివారించాలి, మారక ద్రవ్యాలకు దూరంగా పిల్లల్ని ఎట్లా చేయాలి అనేటువంటి విషయం మీద ఈ సమావేశం ఏర్పాటు చేసుకున్నాం. అంతేకాకుండా గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు ఈ 2 విషయాల మీద, ఈ డ్రగ్స్కి సంబంధించి ఈ నార్కోటిక్స్ డ్రగ్స్ ఎట్లా ప్రివెంట్ చేయాలన్న ఒక డైరెక్టరేట్నే ఏర్పాటు చేయడం జరిగింది. మన హైదరాబాద్ సిటీ పోలీస్ కమిషనర్ శ్రీ సివి ఆనంద్ గారు దానికి ఇన్ఛార్జ్ డైరెక్టర్గా ఉన్నారు. అట్లాగే ఈ సైబర్ క్రైమ్స్ను ప్రివెంట్ చేయడానికి సైబరాబాద్ పోలీస్ కమిషనర్ శ్రీ స్టీఫెన్ రవీంద్ర గారు ఇన్ఛార్జ్ డైరెక్టర్గా ఉన్నారు. ఇది వ్యవస్థాపరమైనటువంటి ఒక పోలీస్ చేయడానికి ప్రభుత్వం, గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు ఏర్పాటు చేశారు. అది మాత్రమే సరిపోదు, దానికి తోడుగా ఇంతకుముందు వక్తలు చెప్పినట్లుగా ఎవరు ఈ యొక్క మారక ద్రవ్యాల్ని సప్లై చేస్తారు, పిల్లల్ని ఏ విధంగా అట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు, ఎట్లా దాన్ని అలవాటు చేయగలుగుతున్నారు, ఇవన్నీ ఏ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్లో జరుగుతున్నాయి అనేటువంటి విషయాల్ని మనం గమనించి అన్ని విద్యా వ్యవస్థల్లో, అవి కళాశాలలు కానివ్వండి, పాఠశాలలు కానివ్వండి, ఏవైనా సరే అన్నిట్లో కూడా కావలసినటువంటి వ్యవస్థీకృతమైనటువంటి ఏర్పాట్లు చేసుకోవాల్సినటువంటి అవసరం మనకు ఉంటుంది. అందుకే మిత్రుడు నిశాంత్ రెడ్డి గారు ధీరా తరఫున ఒక ఇన్స్టిట్యూషనలైజ్ చేసేటువంటి మెకానిజాన్ని డెవలప్ చేయడానికి కూడా ఒక చక్కటి ఆలోచనని మనతో షేర్ చేశారు. ఈ విషయాల్ని మనందరం కూడా విద్యార్థులను వీటికి దూరంగా ఉండేటట్టుగా, ఎలాంటి దురలవాట్లకు విద్యార్థులు పాల్పడకుండా, విద్యార్థులకు ఒక నిజమైనటువంటి ఎంపవర్మెంట్ ఇవ్వాల్సినటువంటి బాధ్యత మన అందరి మీద ఉన్నది అనేటువంటి ఉద్దేశంతో ఈ మీటింగ్ పెట్టడం జరిగింది. తప్పకుండా ఇది మన తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రాన్ని, ఈ యువతరాన్ని గొప్పగా విలువలతో కూడినటువంటి వ్యక్తుల్ని తయారు చేయడానికి దోహదపడుతుంది అనుకుంటున్నాను. అట్లాగే వ్యక్తిత్వాన్ని వికాసింపజేయడానికి కావలసినటువంటి కరికులం, మనం అనేక రకాల కరికులాన్ని విశ్వవిద్యాలయాల్లో బోధిస్తాం. వాటితో పాటు NSS లాంటి ఒక సర్వీస్ యాటిట్యూడ్ను పెంపొందించడానికి కూడా అనేక కార్యక్రమాల్ని మనం నిర్వహిస్తూ ఉంటాం. ప్రతి చోట కూడా విద్యార్థులు ఇలాంటి వాటిని నివారించడానికి కావలసినటువంటి ఆలోచనని, కావలసినటువంటి ప్రేరణను పెంపొందించాల్సినటువంటి అవసరం మనందరిపైన ఉంది. కాబట్టి ఈ పర్సనాలిటీ డెవలప్మెంట్ మీద వారికి ఏ రకమైనటువంటి ఒక కరేజ్ ఉండాలి. ఎవరైనా ఒక విషయం మీద నిర్ణయం తీసుకోవాలంటే వాటికి దూరంగా ఉండాలన్నా, లేదా ఒక లక్ష్యాన్ని సాధించాలన్నా వారికి ఒక స్పష్టంగా దాన్ని ఎదుర్కోగలిగినటువంటి ఒక శక్తి, ఒక కరేజ్ వారికి ఇవ్వగలగాల. ఆ కరేజ్ ఇవ్వగలిగినప్పుడు మాత్రమే ఆ పిల్లలకు వారు అనుకున్నటువంటి లక్ష్యాన్ని సాధించుకునేటువంటి అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. అట్లాగే ప్రతి విద్యార్థి, ఈ రోజు ఉన్నటువంటి విద్యార్థులందరూ కూడా చాలా తెలివిగలిగినటువంటి విద్యార్థులు, చాలా క్రియేటివిటీ ఉన్నటువంటి విద్యార్థులు, ఇండిపెండెంట్గా డిసిషన్ తీసుకోవడానికి కావలసినటువంటి శక్తియుక్తులు కలిగినటువంటి విద్యార్థులు, ఈ రోజు ఉన్నటువంటి విద్యార్థులు ఒక గ్లోబలైజేషన్ వరల్డ్లో మనం నివసిస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానం కూడా వారికి చాలా యాక్సెస్ ఉంది. ముఖ్యంగా యంగర్ జనరేషన్కి మాలాంటి వాళ్ళ కంటే కూడా చాలా సింపుల్గా ఈజీగా ఈ టెక్నాలజీని వాళ్ళు యూజ్ చేయగలుగుతున్నారు, వాళ్ళు అడాప్ట్ చేసుకోగలుగుతున్నారు. కాబట్టి ఆ టెక్నాలజీ ద్వారా మనం కొత్త విషయాల్ని విద్యార్థులకు ఉపయోగపడే విషయాల్ని కూడా చెప్పగలిగితే బాగుంటుంది. తప్పకుండా నేను అనుకుంటున్నా ఈ సమావేశం మొత్తం తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రంలో ఉన్నటువంటి యువతరాన్ని బాగా అభివృద్ధి చేయడానికి విలువలతో కూడినటువంటి మనం అందరం కోరుకున్నటువంటి ఏదైతే ఒక గొప్ప తెలంగాణ కావాలనుకుని తెలంగాణ సాధించుకున్నామో, ఏ కళలైతే తెలంగాణ గురించి కన్నామో ఆ కళలన్నీ నిజం కావాలంటే భవిష్యత్ జనరేషన్స్ని బ్రహ్మాండంగా తయారు చేయాల్సినటువంటి బాధ్యత ఉంది. అందులో భాగంగానే ఇలాంటి మారక ద్రవ్యాలు లేనటువంటి ఒక గొప్ప రాష్ట్రంగా తీర్చిదిద్దుకోవాల్సినటువంటి బాధ్యత మన మీద ఉందని, ఆ లక్ష్యాన్ని సాధించడంలో మనమందరము కలిసి సమిష్టిగా కృషి చేద్దామని తెలియజేస్తూ ఈ చక్కటి అవకాశం కల్పించినటువంటి విశ్వవిద్యాలయ వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్ గారికి, రిజిస్ట్రార్ గారికి, రెక్టార్ గారికి, శ్రీదేవి గారికి, వారి సిబ్బంది అందరికీ కూడా పేరు పేరున కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలియజేస్తూ, అట్లాగే వచ్చినటువంటి అతిథులు ఓపికతో విన్నటువంటి మీ అందరికీ కూడా ప్రత్యేకమైనటువంటి అభినందనలు, కృతజ్ఞతలు. సరే,
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable address and the motivation what you have given to the students. Now, we are all waiting for our Honorable Justice of High Court, today's Chief Guest for this event. Now, I invite Sri Vijayasen Reddy Garu to address this gathering.
Thank you, Professor Mansoor. Now, you heard many distinguished guests. Hope you are not tired. So, how much time you are going to give me? I'll try to wind up as soon as possible. Professor Narsimha Reddy garu, Vice Chancellor JNTU, Professor Limbadri garu, Chairman Telangana State Council for Higher Education, Govardhan Reddy was here in absentia now, Member Secretary of Legal Service Authority, Professor Govardhan, and the brain behind today's program, Mr. Nishant, the faculty, media, students, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great enthusiasm I stand before you today to address the vital issue of drug and substance abuse in this conference organized by DIRA, a subject that has garnered significant attention in the recent years. Mr. Nishant had done a very commendable job in gathering all participants to discuss and educate them on the awareness of drug and substance abuse and ways to help a person going through it. My deepest appreciation also goes to the participants of this conference who are willing to put up in efforts and dedication in raising awareness against drug abuse. This conference represents an extraordinary opportunity for knowledge sharing, collaboration, and forging meaningful partnerships. It serves as a catalyst for several discussions on how to help abusers of drugs, especially the teenagers and young adults, combat this problem. we cannot jeopardize the future of nation and lose it to the hands of drugs. Now let me begin with the crime data record. After Mr. Nishant invited me to this event, I thought I should have first-hand information about the pendency of these NDPS cases. In short, this Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substance Act, it is called NDPS. So in every district there are designated special courts. You have a special court in Metropolitan Criminal Courts at Nampally and another special court in Rangareddy District Court Complex at LB Nagar. That is known as First Additional cum MSG. So if you see the statistics, you will be surprised to know in the year, I have taken statistics from 2018 to 2023. While there were 1364 cases at the end of 2018, by the end of 2019 it rose to 1740 cases. And in 2020 it rose to 1982, and in 2025 it reached to 3005 cases. Now I am told, now we are in June, I am told the numbers has gone beyond 2000 in first 5 months of 2023. The surprising thing is, in NDPS cases, conviction rate is high. I have also collected national statistics. According to Crime in India 2021 report by NCRB, the total number of cases for trial under NDPS Act 1985 are worrisome. The number is 3,25,841. Surprisingly, despite conviction rate being 77%, we still see a lot of people, especially teenagers and young adults, being vulnerable to the menace of drugs. Now, what are the reasons for this? Abuse of substance in earlier times was largely due to family factors and peer influences, but currently the mental health crisis is one of the largest contributors of drug and substance abuse, where people are using drugs as escapism. It is very crucial to ensure that users of drugs, especially young adults, are counseled before they choose drugs as a way of feeling detached and escape from the reality. Although the main factor for dependence on drugs and narcotic substances in India, especially the colleges and universities, are peer pressures, the peddlers of drugs have found it an opportunity to make illegal profits out of the addiction. As important as it is to deter the drug peddlers using stringent legal mechanisms, it is also important to ensure that consumption of drugs is prevented in the first place, which can be done only through educating people about the repercussions. In an interview, Dr. Yusuf Merchant of Drug Abuse Information Rehabilitation and Research Center has mentioned that students in the universities and colleges have very easy access to drugs. Even from a few of my interactions with the police officers, it is very common, and the police officer whom I met when I made an official visit to Nizamabad and Kamaredi districts, the DSP in Kamaredi district gave very good insights about the behavioral pattern of drug addicts. What he said is, it is not difficult to spot a person who is dependent on drugs and substances. There is a sudden pattern of absence from the college, introvertedness, weakness, sudden weight loss, paleness in eyes. Although it is very easy to dismiss these symptoms as something which is not very serious, but it is important to detect the early signs, as once the early stage is passed, the body is already dependent on drugs and could be fatal. It must be explained to the potential users that the impact is not merely individual but social. It equally affects the family members and near ones. Let me pause here and tell you, in our school days, if our classmate or friend used to bunk classes, he used to do some mischief, or he did something unwanted, somehow we used to pass on this information to his parents. We believed that it was our social responsibility. Now, I have seen many of the students are introvert. Now, if in a hostel, if your friend or a classmate or a college mate, there is change in behavior. It's not a difficult thing to observe a person. If he has some health problems, you immediately report someone. Try to help your friend. But if he is addicted to alcohol and drugs, why can't you give this information to his parents? There is something lacking here, because you have social media, you have the latest technology, you have awareness, your parents are liberal, you exchange your ideas with your parents. All these things we did not have when we were kids. There was a lot of gap between youngsters in the family and elders. We lived in a joint family. If parents were discussing something about, example, marriage alliances or something related to family disputes or property disputes, if we spoke something, they used to say, come on, it is not your job, go and read, that is your job. Now parents have become very liberal. The children are involved in every part of family affairs and discussions. So you should be proactive. When you are active in the family affairs, why can't you be active in the societal and college affairs? As I told you, it's not difficult to make out a person is drug addict or not. Very easy. All of you are going to a mess, 10 friends in a group, one friend is not joining you, you know there is something wrong. It's a natural. Man or woman, he or she has to feel hungry, whether it is morning breakfast or lunch or dinner. If they are not joining you, it is abnormal. It is unnatural. If it is fitness related, of course, you can excuse. So, Mr. Nishant has explained the app, that is the anonymity app. So take advantage of this anonymity. So pass on this information to all the concerned investigation agencies, police, etc., and your college, so that they will take necessary action. The most severe consequence of use of drugs and substance is substance use disorder, that is SUD in short. It is treatable mental ailment that significantly impacts on individuals' cognitive faculties and behavioral patterns. As we know, a drug is psychoactive substance that can alter the way of mind and body work. SUD involves a loss of control over consumption of substances, encompassing both legal and illicit drugs, alcohol and medications. The severity of symptoms associated with SUD can range from moderate to severe. Research has shown crucial link between mental disorders and substance use. Individuals fighting with conditions like anxiety, depression or post-traumatic stress disorder often turn to drugs or alcohol as a form of self-medication. However, it is important to recognize that while certain substances may provide temporary relief for specific symptoms, prolonged usage can worsen these very symptoms over time. Additionally, those battling mental disorders experience notable changes in brain function and structure that increase the pleasure derived from consuming drugs, causing the person to continue misusing drugs. In the report titled Magnitude of Substance Use in India 2019, by National Drug Dependence Treatment Center and AIMS. Alcohol was found to be the most common psychoactive substance used by Indians. Nationally, approximately 14.6% of population between the ages 10 to 75 consume alcohol, whereas the total number of alcohol consumers in country is estimated to be around 16 crores. After alcohol, cannabis and opioids are next commonly consumed substances in India, where approximately 2.8% population, that is 3.1 crore, have reportedly had been using cannabis product in 2018. The use of bhang, which is legal form of cannabis, was reported by approximately 2% of the population, that is 2.2 crores. And use of illegal cannabis project, that is ganja and charas, was observed among approximately 1.2 population. 2.1% of country's population use opioids, which include opium, heroin, various pharmaceutical opioids. About 1.08% of 10 to 5-year-old Indians, approximately 1.8 crore people, are current users of sedatives, non-medical, non-prescription use. Now, what is the solution? It's very easy to point out the negative factors. As I told you, though there is 70% conviction rate, still there is increase in these drug offenses. So what is the solution? Now, importance of speedy disposal of NDPS cases. Normally what happens, these NDPS cases, once they are arrested, there is one section 37 of the NDPS Act. Apart from bail provision under section 437, 438, 439 of Criminal Procedure Code, since it is a special statute, there are stringent measures. A judge is not bound to grant bail unless he is satisfied that the person who is seeking bail is not prima facie involved. It's not like other IPC offences. In IPC offences, if a person is a woman, accused is a woman, or he is old, or he is young, when investigation is completed, there are many factors. You don't have to go on merits. Bail can be granted. But when it comes to NDPS Act, with reference to section 37, it is important for every judge to grant bail only if such person is not prima facie involved. So, in normal circumstances, bail is not granted because there are some offences. One is commercial quantity, one is minimum quantity, less commercial quantity, one is intermediary. So, for commercial quantity, even if a person is convicted, minimum punishment is 1 year. Maximum can be 10 years and life. So, when a law prescribes minimum punishment, you can understand it is a serious offence. Special law prevails over general law. That's the fundamental of legal jurisprudence. So, in spite of stringent legal provisions under NDPS Act, now you can see the growth tendency. Number of cases are increasing day by day. Why? What I have realized, I am not a researcher, I am a judge. I was a lawyer for 25 years, now I am a judge for 3 years. When I thought about it, I found wherever there is economic activity, what happens, we boost about our economic growth. Economic growth is always synonymous with high-rise buildings, software, technology parks, roads, infrastructures, bridges, etc. Anyhow, as a judge, I do not want to say something more because I have got limitations. But as a citizen, I would say economic growth should not symbolize with high-rise buildings and roads and infrastructure development. It should symbolize with good health. It should symbolize with good awareness. You cannot allow one wing of the system to grow and allow another wing of the system to be stagnant. What happens is we give 100 marks to the economic growth, forgetting about our physical and mental health. Both should go hand in hand. As we have seen from times immemorial, whether you hear about Bhagavad Gita, for that matter Bible and Quran, everywhere there is one thing common: health is wealth. And what is the famous quote of Swami Vivekananda? Can anyone guess? Swami Vivekananda, every book begins with one thing: strong mind in a strong body. We have strong bodies, we also need strong minds. Healthy mind in a healthy body. The economic growth has its hazards. As I can see, because I cannot discuss something about cases which have come up before me, broadly I'll give you the idea so that you will understand. There are some areas in city which were previously purely residential colonies. Some of the main roads have been designated as commercial centers for commercial usage. Over a period of time, I have seen all these commercial buildings, they have become eateries and restaurants. Now if you see these pubs and breweries and other centers, they are on the rise. What is happening? Youngsters, they are attracted towards these centers. It is not illegal. There is nothing wrong about it. But at the same time, the alarming rate at which these centers are increasing, everyone, all the stakeholders should note this and caution your friends, family members, children and your well-wishers not to fall prey to all these centers, because everything has standards, everything has limitations. Now India has enacted several laws, and this NDPS Act was one important act which was enacted aligning with the international laws. In spite of that, we are coming across several new type of cases. People landing in international airports, hiding these drugs in some unknown areas within the body. When you read the newspapers, you will be surprised from where are they getting these ideas. Now a person comes from a foreign country, I will not take, I know some countries, but it's not proper on my part to refer to name of any country. When these foreigners are visiting India, they may come here for sightseeing. If it's a business visa, I can understand. If it is a visit visa, he may come here to see Charminar or Golconda Fort or Ramoji City or so and so. How long he is staying? Why are you allowing them to stay for 1, 2, 3 months? For what purpose he is staying here? so easy it has become for foreigners to gain entry into this country. Somewhere some lacuna is there that needs to be tackled first. Suppose you go to a country like Singapore. India, with its economic growth and influence it has in many of the Commonwealth countries. Now many of the countries have eased out visa restrictions. There is no visa. For example, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Mauritius, Thailand, etc. We know Indians don't need to obtain visa. But if you take example of countries like UK and Singapore, now let me go to Singapore. Do you think it's easy to get Singapore visa? If you are part of some travel group, yes, you will be given visa, but they will impose many restrictions. They will ask you, where are you staying? Who is sponsoring you? What is your source of income? So on. So they will also track you. Wherever you are going, if you are buying anything, you are required to show your passport. So there are stringent measures. A country like Singapore has so many safeguards. That is the reason that country is highly respected. The laws are implemented. Many of the citizens, not many, according to me, maybe 99% are law-abiding citizens. Now, deterrent laws. I'll just take few more minutes about Singapore. According to Singapore CNB Annual Drug Situation Report 2020, the number of individuals apprehended for drug abuse has displayed fluctuations over time. In 2020, a total of 3,338 drug abusers were arrested, indicating a decrease compared to the previous year. It is worth noting that scope of Singapore's drug legislation extends beyond mere drug consumption and encompasses activities such as manufacturing, transportation, storage and sale of illicit substances. To combat drug abuse and addiction comprehensively, the Singapore government has proactively implemented a range of prevention, education and rehabilitation programs. By studying Singapore's drug control measures and their impact, researchers and policymakers can gain valuable insights into the efficacy of stringent drug laws in discouraging drug and substance abuse. The country's multifaceted approach encompassing law enforcement, prevention, education, rehabilitation contributes to addressing the complex issue of drug abuse and promotes a safer and healthier society. Then use of social media platforms to educate on drug and substance abuse. I do not want to elaborate on this. Awareness campaigns, expert advice and Q&A sessions, preventive strategies, personal stories and testimonials. Every day morning, all of us have a habit of beginning our day with WhatsApp conversations. So, whether it is positive or negative, I would not like to say anything about it. At least if you are habituated to it, let us begin the day with some discussions on positive side. Resource sharing, peer support and online communities, engaging content, collaboration with influencers. Then on the judicial side, speedy disposal of NDPS cases allows drug addicts to access appropriate zones. Treatment and support services in a timely manner. Role of universities and education institutions. This is important for you. Yes, I'll take one more minute. Colleges and universities play a crucial role in raising awareness among students about the harmful effects of narcotics and cognitive enhancing drugs commonly used during exam preparation for increased concentration and memory. Implementing random checks can serve as a deterrent against illegal activities including drug possession, distribution and other criminal behavior that may occur on campus. The presence of law enforcement personnel can contribute to sense of security and act as deterrent, discouraging potential offenders. A special investigation team in Gujarat was formed to check on university and college campuses and has worked. This you can get it in Times of India, so on. So there is a website. Now I was happy to hear from your Vice Chancellor. You have appointed one psychologist. Madam was here, Professor Beena, and Madam has given very good insights. So this should be a regular feature in all the campuses. Then separate enforcement agency for foreign drug offenders. That is very important. As Professor Beena has informed us, a pregnant lady who was found in a railway station and got lured for 2,000 rupees. You can understand, poverty is one of the major factors in India for people getting into these wrong things. In contrast to what is happening in India, the foreigners who are coming here, for what they are coming here? You know, in a small bag containing 10 or 20 kgs, it's worth 10 to 15 crores. So if the value of that stock is 10 to 15 crores, you can see the enormity of the impact it will have on the society. So I am assuming small quantity is enough for the person to get that kick. How many? Suppose they were not detected at the international airport and somehow they have gained entry into the hinterland. You can understand what would have been the adverse effect. So dangerous it is to think about it. Not only awareness of health effects but also stringent provisions of law also is one of the solution. By including information about the legal aspects of drug offences, drug education programs, they can provide a comprehensive understanding of risk associated with drug abuse. This broader perspective helps individuals make well-informed choices and develop the skills necessary to resist peer pressure and avoid drug-related activities altogether. Contrary to the popular belief that drug abuse not only takes a toll on lives of drug addict and his family, but it affects the immediate society of the drug addict as a whole due to reckless behavior of the drug addict to procure resources to purchase drugs, and the immediate society has to deal with the aftermath of such events. The fear of stringent provisions of NDPS Act can reduce such events if the drug addict is made aware of them. Now you see many scholars, then jurists, academicians speaking about fundamental rights. Article 21 deals with right to life. Every person has fundamental right to live with dignity. Good life, right to life includes right to live with dignity, live in good environment. It is bounden duty of the state to provide good facilities, control environment related issues. Now we speak about our rights. We speak about fundamental rights, regular rights, human rights. One thing we fail to do. What is that? We do not talk about our fundamental duties. What are our fundamental duties? Every right has a corresponding duty. People go to court for every small thing these days. As a citizen of this country, I vouch for one important thing. Don't always depend on the administrators, the executive. They do their jobs. Police do their job. It is the bounden duty of state to protect law and order. State is represented by police. Police investigate. They book cases. they bring culprit to justice. Apart from booking criminal cases, they also have another duty to maintain law and order. Law and order, social order, public order. These are all facets of law and order. It is the duty of state to ensure there is peace and tranquility. Peace and tranquility comes where there is good health also. Social order includes good health. When there is no good health in the society, you cannot expect social order. How that can be achieved? Do you think only when there is a whip? You know, there is one post, whip, in the Legislative Assembly. Whip means once. Head of one party group. He says, come on, vote in one direction. They have to vote in that direction. He is called whip. So unless there is a whip, it's not that we should not react or act. It is our bounden duty. Now Article 47 of the Indian Constitution enshrined in the directive principles of the state policies lays down that state is duty bound to protect consumption of intoxicating drinks and drugs except consumption for medical purposes which are not injurious to health. The state's duty, states doesn't merely have a duty but an obligation to ensure that citizens are not exposed and deviated to use of drugs and substances, especially due to factors such as unemployment and lack of education. There are several ways in which state can promote welfare and help combat of drug abuse. Along with supportive and stringent legislations, we already have NDPS Act 1985, and states are required to make support and aftercare reintegration accessible to ensure that people seeking rehabilitation do not relapse. I would like to conclude by saying that although state is the largest stakeholder, it is the duty of all of us to help raise awareness against the menace of drugs and ensure that future of nation is bright and capable of making informed decisions to contribute to the nation rather than falling prey to drugs and substances. India is the youngest population in the world, which is a valuable asset for our country's development, innovation and economic growth, and we should liberate them from the claws of this drug addiction. Now I'll just take another 5 minutes. Please bear with me. Let me give you live examples of what has happened when I was a lawyer. I'll give you 3 examples. There was one business family. They were highly successful. They were migrated from northern country. Let me not give you details. I have to protect the anonymity of the identity of my clients. They ran chain of restaurants. They were highly successful. Unfortunately, at least once in a year, one of their family members, either they get operated for jaw or throat cancer or they die of cancer. What is the reason? All of them are used to that pan parak. Not one or two. If 5 family members come, one person does not have jaw. And it has become a habit. When I ask them, what are you going to do with these tons of wealth you have earned? If you are not maintaining good health, and the average lifespan in their family is 55 to 60 years. There was another person who was addicted to alcohol. He belonged to a very good family. Somehow he landed in problems. Some personal problems were there. He had good friends, luckily. He was drinking from morning to evening. Then when he is bedridden, he is being taken to the hospital. Doctors advise that this man will get liver cirrhosis. Please do something. All the friends forcibly take him to rehab center. 1 month rehab, day 1 to day 30, he gets back his health. From 31st day when he is back, again start. This is, I am speaking about pan parag and alcohol. You can understand how serious will be this drug abuse. In the recent past, I have seen youngsters going to one party. And before I conclude, I want, because there's huge gathering of youngsters here, you be aware, be cautious, and also help your friends. Don't join these WhatsApp groups and Facebook. And I don't know about Twitters. I am not a tech savvy person. I'll try to learn from now onwards. There was one party organized by one friend. Everyone went there. In that restaurant, few friends consumed drugs. We are not sure. I read in newspaper. So what has happened? One person belonging to a reputed family, his son was also there in the party. Then there was a call from police. Sir, your son is also involved. I said, no, my son doesn't even drink. Somehow, when police conducted investigation, then father went along with son. He was a law-abiding citizen. And the father was informed, sir, your son's mobile number is there in this WhatsApp group, and in that group there is a drug peddler. So we are questioning all of them. See, this is a common sense. You should not join group where unknown persons are there. And I understand now it has become a trend. When there is a party, instead of inviting everyone, you make a WhatsApp group. Come on, we are enjoying so and so, so and so. Come on, let's join together. In that group, the drug peddler's number was there. See how dangerous it is turning out to be. So don't join such groups. And if you find some unknown person, you just exit from the group. So, thank you very much for giving patient hearing. Mr. Nishant, he has to be congratulated for organizing this program. He himself is an entrepreneur. His father, because I know him, I am telling you, all of you, his father received award from President of India, and himself, his brother. When he invited me, I thought I am a odd person here. Why are you inviting me? Because of past association, and since I participated in one environmental awareness program organized by Nishant, he thought I could also make some contribution. So I am thankful for that. Mr. Limbadri, Professor Limbadri, very kind of him. So he was instrumental along with Mr. Nishat to make this program happen, and very happy to note many of you, thousands of you have participated, and hope this will be of some good awareness to all of you, and you can share this information with your friends. Drugs is not confined to any particular individual or family. It's a social menace. A crime is a public wrong. So whether it is your classmate, college mate, your friend, family member, well-wisher, it is everyone's responsibility to see that at the initial stage itself it is tackled. Give information to the police, law enforcement agencies, and see that things are set at naught. Now I should also express my gratitude to the Vice Chancellor, Professor Narasimha Reddy Garu, who with his kind gesture has allowed the university infrastructure and facilities to be utilized for organizing this program. And your rector, Professor Govardhan, who also had been very active, the Professor Mansoor Hussain, and all faculty members whose name I have not taken, students, non-teaching staff. So hope I have not taken your time, and thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much, sir, for your excellent speech about the topic what we have selected for this. And as you said, the wealth of a nation is strong mind and strong body, not the high-rise buildings. So we have to build a strong mind for our nation, that is from the youth. So we have selected this event to enlighten all the faculty and students affiliated to our JNT University, and we have invited from all the colleges. And we are happy that every college they have sent their representation here. Now we'll move on to the next. Now I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to give a pledge. Let us all take the pledge on this occasion.
Honorable Justice of High Court, and his presence itself speaks the importance of this particular seminar and how much he is interested in. To express our solidarity for the cause of eradication of drugs from our narcotic normal life and have a healthy society, let us now take the pledge. All of you should say that. Put your hands and say that. I take the pledge.
I take the pledge.
I follow the healthy lifestyle.
I follow the healthy lifestyle.
And improve my health.
And improve my health.
I always think positive.
I always think positive.
And all my actions.
And all my actions
will be positive for the betterment of the society.
Will be positive for the betterment of the society.
And for myself.
And for myself.
I always keep myself away from narcotic drugs and alcohols. I inform concerned law enforcement authorities whenever the narcotic issue comes to my notice. I participate in all campaigns against drug abuses. I support and participate in the DLH program for empowerment. And this pledge is very important because we are taking this pledge before the Honorable Justice, so it will be definitely binding on all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now almost we are at the end of the program. Please take your seats. Now I invite our now there is a launch of Dheeraj document by Honorable Justice of High Court.
It's a time for honoring. And now I may request Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Katta Narasimha Reddy Garu and State Council Chairman Professor Limbadri Garu, please honor our Chief Justice of High Court, Sri Justice Vijay Sen Reddy Garu. Now I request Professor Katta Narasimha Reddy sir to honor Professor Limbadri sir. Now I request Professor Limbadri sir to honor Professor Katta Narasimha Reddy sir. Now I request Honorable Vice Chancellor sir to present memento to Sri Nishant Reddy Garu. Request Vice Chancellor sir present memento to Rector sir. Now I request Vice Chancellor sir to present memento to Registrar sir. Request Professor Beena Madam please come on to the dais. Request Vice Chancellor sir to present memento to Professor Beena Madam. Satish garu. I request Vice Chancellor sir to present memento to Sri Satish Garu, co-sponsor from Inji Hands and e-learning company. Come on to the dais sir please.
Now I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor sir present the memento to Professor Sridevi, coordinator of this program. Now coming to the last item of this event, my colleague, respected Rector of the University, Professor A. Govardhan, I invite him to say a vote of thanks.
Thank you very much. All the distinguished dignitaries on the dais. The chief guest of today's program, Sri B. Vijay Sen Reddy Garu, Honorable Justice of High Court, Telangana, the other distinguished speakers and guests, Professor Limbadri Garu, Honorable Chairman, Telangana State Council of Higher Education, Professor Katta Narasimha Reddy Garu, the visionary leader and Honorable Vice Chancellor, JNU Hyderabad, and Sri Stephen Ravindra, IPS Honorable Commissioner, who could not be here due to some preoccupation, Sri S. Govardhan Reddy Garu, Honorable Member Secretary, TSLSA, Sri Sarfaraj Ahmad IAS Garu, Honorable Director, Prohibition and Excise Telangana, could not be here due to some preoccupation, and Sri J. Nishant Reddy Garu from Dharma Seva, and Professor Beena Garu, Director, Sahayam Counseling Center, Osmania University, my colleague Professor Manjur Hussain, Registrar of the University, Professor R. Sridevi, Coordinator, Center of Excellence in Cyber Security and important convener of this program, all the distinguished guests of the days, distinguished invitees, directors, principals, university and all affiliated college officials, faculty members, members of non-teaching staff and supporting staff, delegates, student friends, parents, electronic and print media friends, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you all. I deem it as a privilege of proposing a word of thanks. Besides this program, there have been two important tests conducted, not the drug test, but there were two tests conducted without your notice. One was listening test and the other was patience test. And I must congratulate all of you. All of you have passed successfully with distinction. All the distinguished speakers have mentioned about various aspects of the narcotic drugs and its adverse effects, with a number of examples to give more awareness among all of us, and all of you have listened to them. And we profusely thank the Chief Guest, Sri B. Vijay Sen Reddy Garu, Honorable Justice of High Court, Telangana, for the wonderful message, sir. And you have highlighted important aspects like crime data record and statistics, NDPS Act, legal aspects of drug abuse, individual social responsibility, and other important pieces of advice to the audience, and important consequence of drug addiction, and various indices like happiness index, health index, etc. And role of colleges and universities in taking up the various preventive measures, rights and duties of citizens of the country and also state. Thank you very much, sir. We also thank Professor Limbadri Garu, Honorable Chairman, Telangana State Council of Higher Education, for highlighting the important points like the youngest workforce of India, Telangana, how citizens and youth can be as role models, highlighting the essence of the programs like this, and new teaching learning paradigms, practices, and how to create a healthy environment and ecosystem in the campuses, and about value-based, value-added education system, including the cyber security and other related courses, and also highlighting about the recent establishment of the directorate of this by the government about this drug abuse related aspects, and also highlighting the importance of NSS and other youth related activities. Thank you very much for gracing the occasion, sir. We also thank the regional leader of our university, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Katta Narasimha Reddy Garu, for highlighting the importance of this awareness program, and including the government and the SCHE and also the university views and initiatives taken up in the recent time, and also mentioning about the healthy lifestyle management and impact of drugs, establishment of our university center, that Santulan in our university. Thank you very much for gracing the occasion, sir. I also thank Sri S. Govardhan Reddy Garu, the Honorable Member Secretary, TSLSA, for highlighting about the adverse consequences of drug addiction, and also gave several real-life examples and kinds of new types of crimes, abuses, importance of TSLSA and short film. He also mentioned about the short film that is going to come. Perhaps that would also help us to have the wide coverage of these drug abuse and its consequences. Thank you very much, sir, in absentia. We also thank Sri J. Nishant Reddy Garu from Dharma Seva, who has set the context for the entire program and also mentioning about the huge opportunities and growth of the nation and challenges in the contemporary world and about the holistic empowerment of youth with a special kind program called Dhira and attitude of acceptance and natural lifestyle, protection of skills and various dimensions of skills and empowerment on this occasion. Thank you very much for taking up the wonderful initiative on this occasion, sir. I also thank my colleague, Professor Manjur Hussain, for the welcoming address and also coordinating the entire event. I also thank the coordinator, Professor R. Sridevi, for taking up the entire activity related to this program. We also thank all the university officials, faculty members, members of the non-teaching and supporting staff, delegates, student friends, and our special thanks go to electronic and print media friends and request them for wide coverage of the event for the benefit of the stakeholders and also the society. Finally, I thank one and all who have helped directly or indirectly for the success of the event, and let's carry the message of the event to build the drugless society. As a consequence of the globalization, we got the global opportunities, global practices, global trends, global packages, and we also got global challenges, global diseases. So let us have a sustainable growth and a sustainable development, and let us see that all colleges also open on this occasion the drug preventive and counseling centers in each and every college. And in fact, there was a tremendous response for this program, and there was around 2,000 delegates have registered, but because of the various reasons, including the space constraint, we could limit to 1,000 participants only. But your 1,000 students or the participants can spread the message multiplied. These 3 hours will definitely give the message of your forthcoming 30 years, 3 years, each hour 10 years. Definitely it will have its impact for the coming 30 years. If you can spend another half an hour, perhaps it will again have the 5 more years. I once again thank all of you. మీ అందరికీ కూడా పేరు పేరున ధన్యవాదాలు. ఇక్కడికి వచ్చినందుకు అభినందనలు, ఇంతసేపు ఉన్నందుకు ధన్యవాదాలు. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ ఫర్ ది ఆపర్చునిటీ.
I extend invitation on behalf of the Vice Chancellor of University, Honorable Vice Chancellor Katta Narasimha Reddy sir and Professor Limbadi Garu to join for lunch. Please, we have made the arrangement for lunch. Every one of you, please invited for the lunch. Please join for lunch before you leave this premises. That lunch is arranged in the hall at the entrance. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.